Doom, 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 doom. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Boogottinyc. It's Saturday morning. That's right, March the 28th. How y'all doing this morning? Trump, why did Iran say they will never come by terms with the USA? We're gonna see. How y'all doing this morning? Let me get this camera straight, and I hope everybody's doing good. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Get these monitors up, reload this screen over here. How everybody doing this morning? Shout out to everybody here this Saturday morning. I appreciate y'all for coming through. We got a lot to share with you guys this morning. 1 second. I think we're gonna be pretty good soon. We learn how to do that pretty fast. What we got going on here? Let's see. Okay, I think we're actually, nah, let's take that out a little bit. Take it back out a little bit. I don't know what happened with that little glitch right there. I think we might have to stay right there just to make sure we good. Well, it's doing it anyway, so I guess it's the iPhone trying to understand the color patterns or something. Wait, let me just go ahead and open it so it can just land where it's going to land. Check out and see what's going on, where it's landing, you guys. It's Saturday morning, y'all. How everybody doing out there in our YouTube land this early Saturday morning? It's 6 o'clock almost, y'all. We got to get this camera straight so that we can do our intro, get those prayers in the air. That's probably why the camera not working right. Got to get those prayers up first. Okay, now maybe if we turn it a little bit. Well, which direction? Maybe that direction right there? Which one? Right there? Right there? Is that going to do it? I think that might do it right there. Okay. Wait a minute. Good morning, Miss Swanza. What we got going on? See how that lands. Let's see how that landed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that little glitch all of a sudden this morning with the color, but we're going to let it rock. We're going to let it do what it do. Because that's pretty weird right there. Maybe it's the colors on the artwork or something. I don't know. But we're not going to worry about that because that's a small thing to a giant. Come on now. Land right already. Got to get these prayers together. I'm gonna leave it like that messing with y'all. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking about this crazy computer. I mean, this crazy rigamajig we got going on over here. Can't buy anything out of the store anymore. You got to order stuff. And every time somebody sends you something, it never really works how they say it's supposed to. But I think we're going to leave it right there. How everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Boogottinyc. Let's go ahead and get those prayers in the air. Woo! Glad we was able to take care of that. What we praying for this morning, you guys? We're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for happiness. We're going to pray for good health. We're going to pray for strength. We're going to pray for our families, community, understanding, and most of all, like I said already, well, yes, love. That's right. Who we praying for this Saturday morning, y'all? We got liberty and justice in the building. I see Casey Ramos in here already. Let me go ahead and check my time. That's right. Casey Ramos is up in here. Still happy 64. Who else we got? Star Lord. Okay. Who else we got? Okay. We got Miss Swanza in here early. Jeffrey Spilker, how you doing? Thank you so much. Look good, sounds good. Appreciate that. Mark Dorfman, how you guys doing this morning? Everybody good? We got Faye. I think I'm gonna catch your name soon. Faye Avi. I'm gonna learn it soon. Who else we got up in there we praying for this morning? We got to pray for Still Happy. We're praying for It Definitely as Good Girl. I identify as a good girl. Okay, Mark Gabrielle, you've been here before. Jeffrey Spilker, Sweet RV Adventures. I see Mark Dorfman, my brother. Let's put something in the air for Luigi. Also, we cannot forget about, let's say, Terry. Also want to make sure that we're putting prayers in the air for Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Who else is not here right now? We got to go ahead and see if we can remember as many as we possibly can. Okay, let me see if I got some more time. I think we do. But anyway, just got to do it for who's here right now, and we appreciate you all. Amen. That's right, you guys. It's almost time to get this party started, get this show going. It's Saturday morning. Hope y'all ready to go, because I am. Get my water, wet my whistle, so I can start hitting these high notes the way that only I can. How everybody doing this morning? Joe BX, that's right. We got to show some love to Joe BX, and we cannot forget about Sam Champion. Forgot about that. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, now you was in there, Sam. I ain't forget about you. I ain't forget about you. It's just that I can only remember but so much. Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. I think it's almost about that time. I'm ready to go. Saturday, they're ready to go. Start the show. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Doom, do, do, do. Wind it up. Doom, do, do. Gal flicks. Wind it up. Doom, do, do, do. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here now. You ready? Let's get it right this Saturday morning. Do, 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 do. Come on now. Okay. Ole. That's right, you guys. And we gotta open up those pores. Woo, them hands is cold this morning. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. All my rock fans, open up those. Y'all ready for this? Born down in a dead man's town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. You end up like a dog beating up. I messed that up. I gotta do it again. Because I had it. Come on, one more time, y'all. Born down in a dead man's town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. You end up like a hit the ground. You end up like a dog that's been beat too much till you spend half your life just to cover it up now. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was born in the USA, I was. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do with that one and try to do it your best. You know what I'm saying? That joint there went 17 times platinum. Gotta give it up to Bruce Springsteen. I apologize for chopping your song up. I ain't mean to do that, Bruce. We gotta show you guys mad love. For everybody else that got love for Bruce Springsteen, come on now, give your boy some thumbs up, because you know how that song is very inspirational. I think he's the one that's the reigning supreme visitor to Madison Square Garden too. He's got the #1 residency when it comes down to performing there. Nobody's beating him when it comes down to Madison Square Garden. Again, apologize for chopping it up. Hope I fixed it up on a hook. Salute, respect to Bruce Springsteen. It's time to get into it. Pump that beat. It's Saturday the 28th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogottinyc, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Born down in a dead man's town. First kick I took was when I hit the ground. You end up. I think they didn't give me enough lyrics on that other one too. I think they've chopped me off a couple of lyrics over there, because I could have had that. Try to hit that again on y'all one day. We can bring it back. But anyway, we tried our best and we live to fight another day. It's your boy Boogottinyc, and like I always told you, you could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling energized. I'm ready to go. We got trending topics, current events, and much, much more. So without any further ado, what am I about to say? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, because it's very important to me. I like to go actually look in the areas that you guys are at and see if I can find what's going on. This way we have relevant conversations and relevant dialogue going down in that chat right there. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It's your boy. It's time to do it, y'all. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Again, let me know where you're chiming in from. I really do like to know where you're chiming in from and what time it is. Los Angeles. I see Dayton, Ohio. I see North Carolina's up in the building. Where's my British Columbia people at? I don't see nobody else. Come on, y'all, hit me off now. Where y'all chiming in from? I know we got Baltimore. I know we got Detroit up in the building. I see Northwest Georgia. I know we got New York in the building. Burlington, Vermont. I see Cincinnati, Ohio, Michigan, Detroit in the building. Real strong. Doing y'all thing. Denver, New York, where we are, where else we got up in there? England. I knew y'all was here. I know how y'all do because we got work to do and we got to get it going. What? Where you at? The Philippines? Oh, yeah, I'm about to get it in for the Philippines. Los Angeles in the building. Fort Lauderdale. We got Boston up here. Okay, yeah, I got some stuff for Boston. I'll be trying to make sure I got some heat for y'all too, going to do that work. We got Holland in here, Show State, Missouri, Pennsylvania, Hawaii. Okay, aloha. Because every time you say hello from Hawaii, don't do that. Kim OG, go ahead and be yourself. Kim OG Beeson, be yourself. Just say aloha. I know what I got to do when you say that. Baltimore, we got to repeat the Epstein files. New Jersey, we got what else? Okay, we got good morning to Central, San Diego, Athens, AI, watching from the UK. Let's get it on, y'all. Yeah, we got work to do, and I ain't even going to wait no more because guess what? Let's get into these titles. What we got going on this morning is Trump. Why did Iran say that they will never come to terms with the U.S.? That's what he's been saying. Ibrahim, he said it as soon as Trump said, oh yeah, we came to terms. There's a 15-point plan. Came right back on and said, we never agreed to anything. Had some real harsh, stern words as well. Let's keep on moving forward because secondly, we also have North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, who says that U.S. is the aggressor and the aggression must end. If you guys don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, Kim Jong-un and North Korea are financially and doing many other things as far as information to support Iran in this situation. Can't say that word, W-A-R. Let's get to the last topic, but not least. Transgender athletes have been banned from playing in Women's Olympics. Everybody, let's do a round of applause for that situation right there. And as you can see on the thumbnail, who's representing for that category today? None other than Jim Carrey, AKA Vera. That's right, you guys. You know how every time we have to have something going on when it comes down to that broken wristed category, we always let Jim represent that category. Hi, I'm Vera Cosa. Anybody ever see In Living Color? You know what I'm talking about. It's time to get it on, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. Yes, I've got my water. I'm ready to take a sip because it's about to get crazy. I got a lot to go through, so much in this health and wellness section today. It's going to be a good one. I want to ask you guys a quick question while I load up the first video. How many of you guys been going from hot to cold showers? How many minutes are you up to now? Me, I'm up to almost 2 minutes. I can stay up under that cold water for almost 2 minutes. Has anybody stuck to the regimen? Anybody started? Anybody tried? I didn't forget. I really did it. Let's go. Let's get a sip of this water, and it's time to get it on. But I do want to know, has anyone started the cold water regimen? And if anybody doesn't know what I'm speaking about, this is to build up your immune system and to get you ready for cold temperatures. And it actually really helps when it comes down to your okay, close to three minutes. Look at Joe BX. It really helps when it comes down to your immune system and really helps for inflammation. My foot was bothering me. Yo, next thing you know, I start doing them little cold showers or whatever. Feel good. You don't have to do the whole thing. Miss Swans, it says for 5 minutes, sometimes more. I seen Joe BX that says close to 3 minutes. We need to do one of these daytime so we could talk about it because I know we just probably popped out of the shower so we really could talk about it. I just popped out of it and I think I'm beating all y'all because I'm up to like 5 minutes. Oh, matter of fact, I think Miss Swans is the same as me. Okay, so we tied. I gotta beat Miss Swans and we in competition right now. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. We got I'm the opposite of desperate. Trump rebuffs the reports that he wants a speedy end to the Iran war. Let's get into it, you guys. I'm excited. It's a lot to get into. I'm gonna try to get everything out real fast as well as make sure that we're getting all the content that we need because we got so much to cover this today. It's crazy. It's a lot going on out there. A lot going on. So let me try to get it all out. Let's go.
Leaving.
Just to say, but
the concern.
There's some reports that Gulf allies are concerned about winding down the war too soon and potentially leaving Iran.
Well, they'd probably like us to stay, but
the concern.
If we don't stay, look, it's a beautiful thing about airplanes that go 2,000 miles an hour. You can get back there very quickly. If we don't stay, we're going to be protecting them. We know, they've been very good. Hey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, in particular, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, the three of them, Kuwait, Bahrain, they've been 100%. Now, in all fairness, they could have gone the other way. They were surprisingly missiled. They were shot at. Nobody ever thought they'd be shot at. UAE had 1,400 missiles aimed at them. Fortunately, they had the greatest anti-missile weapon in history called the Patriot. Almost every single missile was shot down. We had an incident recently where 101 missiles were shot at a certain thing that we own that's very valuable. 101 missiles going 2,000 miles an hour. Out of the 101 missiles, every single one of them was shot down in midair and fell into the ocean. It's amazing technology. There's nobody has equipment like we have.
Iran still has that enriched uranium. Is it even possible?
Well, you're going to have to see, but I think we're in just very good shape. We're roaming. You know what we're doing? You know the word roaming free? We're over their skies with the most beautiful planes you've ever seen. Roaming free, there's not a damn thing they can do about it.
Let's keep on moving. I swear, he be having sound bites for days. This dude right here, he don't play when it comes down to the sound bites. But yeah, you're not the only one that got something to say about it, Trump, because yeah, we got some back talk over here. Let's get a little bit more and see what he's got to say about this, because the military is being a little bit defiant. I'm going to have to try to break this down as much as possible just to get you guys everything. Let's go. Let's keep on moving.
About talks with Iran, saying that negotiators have made progress on at least one major point.
It all starts with they cannot have a nuclear weapon. Just, I said yesterday, they said, what are the top 10? I said, well, number 1, 2, and 3 is they can't have a nuclear weapon. And they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. And we're talking about that. And I don't want to say in advance, but they've agreed they will never have a nuclear weapon. They've agreed to that.
That from Tuesday. Now on Wednesday morning, Peter Doocy picks it up. North Lawn, White House. Peter, nice to see you. Good morning.
Bill, good morning. And that is a big step closer to the end of Epic Fury if Epic Fury was started to stop Iran from getting a nuke. Now officials here are floating a 15-point peace plan to end the war once and for all.
It was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you what that present is, but it was a very significant prize. It wasn't nuclear related. It was oil and gas related. And it was a very nice thing they did. But what it showed me is that we're dealing with the right people.
Part of the problem is that part of the group that created all these problems in Iran, Iran's Revolutionary Guard, has a spokesman saying about these negotiations, have your internal conflicts reached the point where you are negotiating with yourselves? Our first and last word has been the same from day one, and it will stay that way. Someone like us will never come to terms with someone like you. But President Trump is suggesting that the old guard is out of the mix.
We killed all their leadership. And then they met to choose new leaders, and we killed all of them. And now we have a new group, and we can easily do that, but let's see how they turn out. We have really regime change. This is a change in the regime.
All right, let me get to the regime real quick so we can get on that, so we can see what this regime change breaks down to and who's no longer here and who is. All right, so this is the regime right here. A little bit of this regime situation.
And for all.
Brian, new sound from former Secretary Tony Blinken has just come in. I understand this is from Harvard last night. I have not heard it yet. Apparently expressing some regret about actions that they did or did not take. Let's listen to it together and get your reaction on the other side. Here's the former Secretary of State under President Biden.
You kept referring to an agreement that was longer and stronger.
That's right.
And you never got there.
Yep.
Given what's going on in the world, is that a regret?
Yeah, it is. I wish we had gotten there. We worked very hard on getting that longer and stronger agreement. And I think at various points, we were really leaning into it. The Iranians were leaning back. At other points, they were leaning in. And we had our own constraints. I'll acknowledge, too, that sometimes politics gets in the way. You
Ain't nobody scared of Biden. Get out of here. Kick a rock for a block.
have midterm elections. It shouldn't be, but it is too often a factor.
Now, Brian, you and I and our audience are hearing those comments from Secretary Blinken for the first time. Do you have an immediate reaction to that?
Well, the problem with that whole line of diplomacy that he pursued is he had no leverage. And the Iranian regime did not fear President Biden. They just simply didn't take him seriously. And so his negotiators didn't really have much power. It's just the reverse now. President Trump's negotiators have leverage and they have power. And there is, the negotiating table is not balanced. It's imbalanced in favor of the United States.
Now, here's what they're asking on both sides.
Enrichment, missile constraints, guaranteed freedom, in addition to the no nuclear facilities, zero nuclear enrichment, missile constraints, guaranteed free and safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, and an end to Iran's proxy support in the region. There are several things that Iran is demanding, like compensation for the war and a new payment system for the Strait of Hormuz. But also, you just heard Peter Doocy say that at least state media is telling the world that Iran is not having any of these discussions. Based on your experience, where do you think it actually stands?
Well, Dana, where I think it stands, we're at a fascinating moment that has eluded so many American presidents. And President Trump seems to have Iran where every president has wanted to have Iran, which is under pressure and coming to us for a deal. And historically, if you look at either President Obama or President Biden, it was the reverse. We were under pressure because of Iranian nuclear blackmail, and then we would give into the pressure, and then we would chase Iran all over Europe trying to get some sort of deal, which ended up being the Iran nuclear deal, which President Trump was right to leave.
All right, we out of this. That's enough of that. Let's go. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I think we got enough up out of that. I had to squeeze everything out of that one. Moved around because a lot of it just had to be structured a different way. Let's keep on moving forward right now to North Korea, where the U.S. aggression must end, says Kim Jong-un. It looks like he's taking Iran's side on this WAR. Do me a favor, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go, you guys, let's get it. Compensation, huh? Somebody said something about compensation. They want compensation, y'all. You heard that? We got Kim backs Iran, question marks. U.S. aggression must end, is what he's saying. The Middle East war, Kim Jong-un joins anti-U.S. front. I don't think I gotta stop for that. Kim Jong-un, Israel-Iran conflict is U.S. terrorism, is what I can't even say that word, I'm tripping. North Korea rewrites the rules amid global chaos. Kim Jong-un's hardline stance, a new code for diplomacy to state Kim's message to D.C. Kim Jong-un vows to expand his nuclear arsenal now. Okay, North Korea prepares a confrontation. I don't know what that other word says right there, but yeah, it looks like North Korea is now about to expand their nuclear because of the fact that what we're doing and what they feel as if is going on with the Iran WAR. And as you already saw, they've already chosen a side. The side that they have chosen is pretty sad. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got a bad one to report right now, and I wanted to make sure enough people were here to show respect for the situation. We got to get on over to New York. I'm not going to sing the song because it's not funny. An 83-year-old elderly Air Force veteran, grandfather, and also a dad, survived cancer to be shoved onto a train by a 34-year-old illegal immigrant. His name is Byron Hernandez, now facing murder charges. And yes, the 83-year-old grandfather is no longer alive. Let's go ahead, you guys. Let's get it. I want you guys to see what's going on out here and why People need to.
9:32 in New York now. Awful story here. An illegal immigrant now charged with murder, allegedly shoving two men onto the New York City subway.
Kathy Joku Hoku. What's the name of that other lady? Tish. What's the other one that's talking about? It's the crime is down in the city. We don't have that many problems. It seems as if this entire week I've been playing you 5, 6, 7 different crimes going on in all of the boroughs in New York. You guys know I'm not playing around. I'm doing it on purpose because last week, what was that? Tish basically said that crime was down. It's not down. You're lying, Commissioner. We know otherwise. This person here pushed 2 people onto a train track. Luckily, one was able to escape. Let's keep on moving forward.
Tracks, and one of the victims, an 83-year-old veteran who has since died from his injuries. Alexis McAdams running down the story here in New York. Awful stuff. Alexis, good morning.
Good morning.
Joe, good morning. It's terrible, and then when you see his photo, it just breaks your heart. He's an Air Force veteran, okay? He served our country and even survived cancer, according to his family. But after all of that, the 83-year-old was murdered at a New York City subway stop by a guy DHS says was in the country illegally. This is who I'm talking about, Richard Williams. He was a grandpa. He was a dad. He was just trying to take a quick subway ride in New York City, but he was shoved onto the tracks, according to police. And this is the man police say is responsible, 34-year-old Byron Hernandez. He's now looking at murder charges here in New York City. Earlier this month, police say he was at a subway stop on New York City's Upper East Side, so in a pretty normal area of town, not far from Midtown. He shoved 2 men onto the tracks. One man was able to get up and recover, but Richard Williams is 83. He falls down, he hits his head, he can't get up. He's rushed to the local hospital, and he later died. DHS says Hernandez has a long rap sheet. I'm talking a lot of charges, 15 prior charges.
But we're in a sanctuary city. They keep on letting them out. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about it? 15. I'm gonna make sure you guys heard us say it. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and crispy. I want you to see his face too. That's him right there. That's the grandfather that's no longer alive because of that piece of garbage. And Tish is out here talking about crime is down, and they're reclassifying things to make it look like there's not a lot of crime going on.
And he later died. DHS says Hernandez has a long rap sheet. I'm talking a lot of charges, 15 prior charges. We're talking assault, domestic violence, and drug and weapons charges for this man. The feds say he's been deported 4 times, but he just came right back into the country. He's facing a long list of charges, including second-degree murder, which was upgraded after the man died. DHS calling on New York City to keep him behind bars. They say Byron Posada Hernandez is a serial criminal, a 4-time deported illegal alien from Honduras who should have never been able to walk our streets and harm innocent Americans. So here's the deal. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, he's not yet commented on this case. You can see it here. He was just taking questions at a local press conference about street crime. He's taken a hard stance, though, on anti-ICE. He doesn't want...
And getting rid of the police. He wants to defund the police. Remember that.
Them in the city, and he has strong sanctuary protections that he wants, Bill.
Wow. Alexis, thank you. Time of day, too, was a bit stunning, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning, was it?
Nope. And he's just trying to walk by. I mean, he was able to move that quickly, and the guy sees him and just shoves him right down.
Terrible.
Did not have to happen.
Nope.
Be a warning to all of us. Alexis, thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's not over. And you think it's only New York? Nope, it's not. We got to get on over to Seattle right now. Lucky this fool got caught. Oh, yeah. It ain't just going on to one place. I think that everybody needs to watch out for crazy people, period. And yes, get these illegal immigrants out of here. We don't even know why they're here. Venezuela opening up all of their prisons, letting everybody out. Seattle, we got a man that's been charged after allegedly trying to do the same thing to a stranger in front of a Northgate station, has been charged with attempted murder. Yeah. Luckily, he wasn't able to get his off. Let's open up this screen right here. You guys, do me a favor. Double tap that screen. I really appreciate it, to get more people out here to see what's going on, to get many more people aware of what's going on out here when you take that train. You got to be careful. Everywhere you go. Yesterday, Chicago. Today, New York and Seattle. Let's go.
And we begin here at 5 with an Operation Crime and Justice report. King County prosecutors have charged a man with attempted murder after investigators say he tried to push someone onto the light rail tracks. Good evening, I'm Preston Phillips. This happened right in front of an oncoming train, and we've learned the suspect has a criminal past and was committed to Western State Hospital and was eventually released to a less restrictive facility.
He was released to a less restricted facility. So if it's not a sanctuary city, it's a stupid liberal judge. I'm just going there. I don't care today. It is what it is. Do me a favor. We getting right to it today. We're not playing. Let's double tap that screen to get these stories out so more people know what's going on. When you hit the like button, it sends up a signal. More people come over here and we get a chance to let people be aware of stories like this. That's why I'm asking. A lot of people don't explain. They just be like, yo, hit that like button, subscribe and share. Notice how I don't say share? The show is live. If you want to, you can, but come on. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
Come on, Lynn Ann Wynn has been digging into this case. She's live tonight outside the King County Jail where he's being held on $750,000 bail. Lynn Ann?
All Preston court records show that suspect has spent years in and out of mental health treatment, and he had a previous assault case dismissed after mental health professionals deemed him incompetent to stand trial.
So if he's incompetent to stand trial, why is he on the streets? Is that a question that I should ask? If he's incompetent to stand trial, what is he doing on the streets?
It was a close call for a light rail passenger on March 19th after a man suddenly came up behind him and tried to push him onto the tracks right in front of a train. The victim was able to catch himself before falling and the suspect ran away. But investigators were able to track his movements through area surveillance cameras, according to court documents. Their investigation leading them to the nearby Cascade Hall, a behavioral health treatment facility where they found Alicio Melendez, who matches the suspect's description. When confronted by investigators about the incident, Melendez reportedly said, "Maybe that was my twin that I don't have." Court records show Melendez was previously charged with assault for stabbing his sister in the stomach in 2019 and also had been arrested for randomly punching a woman at church in 2018.
Punching a woman at church, still nabbing his sister in the stomach in 2019, and then when this happens, he said it was his twin brother that he don't have, and y'all let this fool back out on the streets. No, I don't. And you see this right here? Luckily, he fell instead of ran out. He probably lost his footing and fell before he could even hit the yellow line. Because that right there is a intentional push when it looked like, when you can see that right there in that photo.
He had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and has a documented history of mental health treatment. By 2021, mental health professionals deemed him not competent to stand trial for the stabbing of his sister. The case was dismissed and Melendez was instead civilly committed to Western State Hospital.
The reason why prosecutors are forced to dismiss that is because there's no other legal option. You're not going to get it before the court. There's no way to get a conviction.
A spokesperson for the King County Prosecutor's Office tells us by January 2022, DSHS determined Melendez had reached a point in his treatment where he could be released to a less restrictive alternative. The prosecutor's office also shared, even if Melendez was convicted as charged in the 2019 assault case, the maximum penalty was 21 months under state sentencing guidelines.
If he were convicted as charged under the RCWs, the state laws, he would have gotten credit for time served. And so I think there's a lot of frustration. Sometimes people point that at prosecutors, but when you look at the case file, you realize that prosecutors didn't have any other legal option.
21 months and got out with good time.
And prosecutors do plan to move forward with attempted murder charges in this latest case. Melendez is due back in court next week to enter a plea.
He's not going to get nothing but whatever they give him for that and be outside maybe in another, 36 months or something like that, doing the same thing. Or give him 2 years, give him 3 years, give him 2 years. Exactly. Look at Angels, 21 months. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know, I saw it in the paperwork that he had, same type of person. That was the same type of situation as the one prior. Illegal. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up to get more people over here. I'd like to pray for the elderly man who lost his life in this tragedy. And please, Lord, if his family members, anybody is suffering from this, let's try to give them strength, resolve. Let's give them some compassion, and let's send out warm love to the family of the 89-year-old grandfather, as well as a dad that won't be seeing his grandchildren anymore. And I want to pray again for thanking God for saving the other gentleman who was pushed in the front of the train, and luckily he fell. And the one that got up out of there too from the prior one, because that man pushed 2 people. One was able to jump out, and the other one wasn't, the 83-year-old man. Amen. This is crazy right here, you guys. We got to get on over to what? India now? Deribah, moments at Italy strike causes a boom. I'm talking about hit one thing and just forget about it. I don't think that there's any safe place for these people to be at right now when it comes down to what's going on with this WAR. Let's get into it, you guys. Double tap that screen and get these likes up. This is another part of India, I guess. What is this? Moments at Italy causes in Deir al-Balah. If you guys know where that's at, get this screen open, check this out. Caution, it's pretty graphic as far as the emotion that can go along with what you're about to see. Now, at least one person lost their lives following that Israeli strelts near the camp of displaced residents. In the city of Deir al-Balah in Gaza on Wednesday, March the 25th. This is a true strike. Evacuations were advised by Israeli military personnel before the strike. And as you guys can see, I see why they were telling them to evacuate, because they weren't even too far. The people that were there weren't necessarily too far from where that strike was at. But then where are you going to go when it's coming out of the air and you don't know where it's coming from? I could not, that must be the most terrifying way to live. It's ridiculous. All right, you guys, let's keep on moving forward. I want y'all to double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got other stories that we must have to keep on getting into. Yes, we're going to talk to her. None other than who? That's right, the man who always talks with his hands. Not me. Talking about none other than one of your favorites. That's right, you guys. You know who you know and love. Hakeem Jeffries and the House Democrats had a press conference after the vote rejects the DHS funding of another bill that did not pass for TSA to get back to work. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is day 42 of the Trump Republican shutdown of the Department of Homeland Security. Republicans have decided for weeks now to force TSA agents to work without pay, inconvenience millions of Americans, and create chaos at airports all across the country. This could end and should end today. There is a bipartisan bill that has been sent over from the Senate that would reopen the non-controversial parts of the Department of Homeland Security, make sure TSA agents are paid, and end the chaos at airports throughout the nation.
Now, this is what was going to happen. If that would have been left like that, that's what would have possibly would have happened. But breaking news, what I found out was Trump says pay TSA. So now we find out that Trump says he will sign an order to pay TSA.
It's just into our newsroom right now. Just in the past few minutes, President Trump just announced he's signing an emergency order to pay TSA workers, even without a funding deal in Congress. It comes after another day of long lines at airports, and as Congress was on track to go on recess tomorrow without a deal. Tom Costello is tracking all of this for us. So, Tom, how would this work?
Well, I think that's yet to be determined. We are on day 41 here, as you know, of the TSA working without pay, and not only them, Coast Guard as well. We've had 3 and 4 hour lines.
So as you see, I wanted to play you guys both sides of it. When it came down to one party, they didn't really want to agree. Next thing you know, Trump was like, you know what? We got to find a way to pay the TSA, and they're doing it. Let's go.
Various airports across the country, and tomorrow the TSA is expected to miss yet another paycheck. 50,000 of these officers going without pay now for more than a month, and we now have call-out rates nationwide of 11%, people not showing up to work so they can find another job. So in the last few minutes, the president went on Truth Social and he said this: I'm going to sign an order instructing the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mark Wayne Mullen, to immediately pay our TSA agents in order to address this emergency situation and to quickly stop the Democratic chaos at the airports. To be clear, Democrats have blamed Republicans, Republicans have blamed Democrats. This is an emergency order taking unused funds, apparently, to pay the TSA officers. Tom?
And Tom, I know this just in, but do we have any idea of how long it could take for them to finally get paid?
Not immediately. I will tell you that over the last few days, the talk had been it could take days or even weeks, keeping in mind that last fall, it took a month for them to receive their back pay, Tom.
We thank you for watching.
All right, y'all, but they're about to get their dough. I don't know if he's taking that little dough on the side from Elon or whatever he gonna do, but Trump says, you know what? Not only am I gonna send ICE, doom, 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 doom. ICE, ICE, baby, get him! Not only am I gonna send ICE to hand out ice water, next day I decide, you know what? Let's put an emergency order to make sure everybody's paid. I'm talking about a straight up and down chess move. Can't lie, you guys. Making them look pretty bad over there. You guys might as well go ahead and take care of that business and get that stuff signed up, because the next thing that they're going to wind up doing is funding everything except the TSA, and the TSA going to be sitting there by itself, and they're going to say, you know what, let's just privatize it. And then once they do that, no more negotiation needed. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. It's just one option, one opportunity. Remember, we always got to think 5 moves ahead. That's one of 5 that can be one option. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, China. Let's get on over to drones. They got some serious drones out there, you guys, and they're practicing. Everybody wants to practice right now. They want to get their videos out. This is the time to show, don't come over here messing with our presidents or our emperors. They got to show they got a little bit of energy going on the internet. You already saw Iran do it. You saw a couple of other places do it. North Korea with the Issels, with his teenage daughter. You know what I'm talking about, Kim Jong-un. So yeah, China's doing the same thing, but they've got drone swarm systems that shows the precisions and their capabilities. Let's go, you guys. Let's see the precision and the capabilities of what's going on with China. On March 25th, they unveiled footage showing that the first full process demonstration of its domestically developed drone systems. Advanced Atlas Drone Swarm Operation System. She sounds like she about to say, Godzilla's about to come. Don't get me mad. Don't get mad at me for that. She does. Be quiet.
顶部的发射盖呢也已经打开了。
So not only did they demonstrate the expanding battlefield applications for the drone swarms, but also China's rapid advancements in algorithm-driven technologies, where they're basically going to show the precision of how they could have hit a truck, but it has no boom boom on that drone. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's go. Now I gotta give them their props for this, to be able to power that in the air and to be able to hit a truck like that, like right at the truck, and then they didn't have any boom boom on it, was just showing what they could have done.
我们的无人机蜂群已经自主识别到指控设目标，接下来我们要进行一个自主打击任务。来看一下我们的无人机第一视角的画面，看到我们的无人机已经。
We can see a drone that successfully locked onto a target and it's moving closer and closer. So this is what I'm talking about. One of those things that they piled in the air.
已经成功锁定目标，并离目标越来越近。我们看一下能否打中。
Okay, I guess you guys are pretty accurate out there, but that don't mean that you're going to be able to get that close to us. You already heard what Trump said earlier. Boom, boom, boom. We better be having a lot of them coming because we got it. But we don't want that. We want peace. We don't want any of this stuff. How about they stop making weapons and make more love? Make more babies and make more happiness. Get rid of all that crap. Is that hard to do or is it easier to do? Let's go, you guys. We got to keep on moving to Missouri City. We got a 15-year-old who's been sentenced. Oh man, yeah, that's a fatal. 15-year sentence for a former officer that's been convicted in a fatal crash. I'm talking about the speed that he was going was ridiculous to the point where the person that he had in the back that was arrested, that he was taken to the precinct, they lost their lives too. 2 other people in the car lost their lives. And the mangling that you see with these vehicles, he had to be going at a very high rate of speed. Let's get on over to Missouri City to see what's going on over there, you guys. Like I said, we go everywhere. Let's get it. Let's go. 15 years is what he got.
Victims' loved ones say that 15 years in prison just isn't enough for the former Missouri City police officer convicted of killing 3 people in a crash. The story goes back to June of 2024. Vladimir Viveros responded to a robbery on Cartwright Road without his emergency lights on. And at some point, he crashed into a car, killing Angela Stewart and her son Mason. It was Mason's 16th birthday. A man who was in the back of Viveros' patrol car at the time also died. Viveros was convicted this week of 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon by a public servant. And shortly after 5 this evening, a jury sentenced him to 15 years on each of those charges, which he's going to serve at the same time. But victims' loved ones think that's nowhere near enough.
I still don't think the jury did us justice. 15 years is not enough. That's telling me it's only 5 years for my son Mason, 5 years for Angela, and 5 years for Michael.
I always tell you guys, when it comes down to these vehicular situations, I never feel as if the people get enough time. And I always feel like they have some sense of arrogance with them.
That's not enough. And no, I'm not satisfied with that.
A 15-year sentence, by the way, is far from the maximum 99 years that he potentially faced.
That's crazy. That's crazy. 3 lives. 3 lives. 3 lives. Not 1, not 2, but 3 lives were lost. I want to pray for all of the victims that died, that lost their lives in this tragic event, as well as all of the families, as we can see, that are still suffering. It seems very terrible that they can't get the justification that they so truly deserve. Just want to pray for them so that they can get through this time. It's a very tragic time. I want to make sure that the families, as well as all of the friends and everybody involved in this situation, get prayed for, and you cover them as well, Lord. Amen. Crazy, you guys, crazy situations. Reason why we pray around here the way that we do is, first of all, to show respect. And yes, we are Christians, Southern Baptists over here, just so you know. Not only that, but because sometimes we might go into another video where it's going to be crazy, pretty crazy, like I'm saying. Well, you know how crazy I'm really trying to say. I don't even know how I'm going to go into this next one. All I'm going to say is, because it's not really funny, I'm not even going to make a joke about this one. But as you guys probably know, yesterday, who got arrested for drinking and driving? Yes, none other than Tiger Woods. Pretty serious situation, because if you look at it, this is probably the 2nd time that this has happened to him. And also the first time was pretty bad. We had to go through a lot of rehabilitation. So now we've got Tiger Woods, who's now in jail and charged with DUI. That's right, for a rollover crash in Jupiter Island. That's right, again, he's locked up again. Steady trying to find a motive. Why do what I do? Because he locked up and they shouldn't let him out. Even though he Tiger, they probably should give him some time. Because Tiger tripping. Tiger, you tripping right now, bro.
You have 25 News starts with breaking news.
We continue to follow that breaking news at 5:30. Tiger Woods, one of the greatest golfers of all time, involved in a car crash and then arrested on suspicion of DUI. The Martin County Sheriff's Office says it happened on Jupiter Island near where Woods lives. Good evening. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
And I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us. We want to get right out to our Ari Height. Ari, the sheriff held a news conference just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that news conference just wrapped up. Most importantly, Tiger Woods was not injured, according to the sheriff's office. However, he is right now in the Martin County jail. Like you mentioned, he was arrested on suspicion of DUI. They do not believe this involved alcohol, but they They do believe that it involves some kind of a drug or a medication. They say he was very lethargic on scene. Let me show you.
Yes, Tiger played himself. Like, how you do that again, bro? Like the same thing again? You got so much money, you can have a driver. Get lit and be in the back of the car. Why you gotta drive all the time?
Now some photographs from the scene. These were just given to us by the Martin County Sheriff's Office a couple of minutes ago. Just to recap, this is around 2 o'clock this afternoon in the 200 block of Bridge Road. If you're not familiar.
And every time the car be doing something crazy. The last time the car damn near went in the river. This time it's on the side, flipped upside down.
With that road, it is a 2-lane road. Traffic does not move very quickly on that road. According to the sheriff, Tiger was driving his Land Rover. He tried to pass a pickup truck that was pulling a pressure cleaner. They say he was going at a high rate of speed. He clipped the back end of the pickup truck and he flipped his SUV.
But I can tell you this, it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. And when I show you the photos, they kind of speak for themselves. You can see where he clipped the back of the trailer. You can see where he rolled. And then as he decelerates, sliding down on the driver's door of the vehicle, you can see that he slid for a pretty decent a space before he came to a stop.
The sheriff says they asked Tiger if he would do a urinalysis test to see if he had any drugs in his system. They say he refused that test. That's another charge. That is a misdemeanor charge. According to Florida law, according to the sheriff, Tiger must be in jail now for at least 8 hours, which would be until about 11 o'clock tonight. I asked the sheriff if Tiger, because of who he is getting any preferential treatment. And the sheriff said he is being treated like everybody else with one exception. They're not going to put him in general population because they know that somebody inside the jail might see that as an opportunity to do something to hurt him, to make a name for themselves. So he is being kept safe, but he's also being treated like any other inmate.
What's going on with Tiger, man? We gotta, come on now, Tiger. Get it together, brother. We know that you got a problem, and we understand that alcoholism is a disease. We want to pray for you, and hopefully that you get through these tragic situations, because it is tragic, because worse situations could have happened. And look where you're winding up. Such a high caliber, such high caliber person to be going through something this bad. And I'm just praying also, and lucky that you didn't hurt anybody or worse. Hopefully you get through this, brother. And yes, we want to pray for you and your family and anybody involved. Amen. Come on now, Tiger. Get it together, Tiger. Get it together. Stop it now. And now, finally, where you at? Let me open up this screen real quick so you guys know what this stands for over here. There you go. It's all the way in the bottom in the corner over there. But I want you to pay close attention to Vera, a.k.a., I'm sorry, Jim Carrey, a.k.a. Vera. Hi, I'm Vera Goes. Arms was looking crazy with the little 2 ponytails. Lord have mercy. Lord, let's get into it. Let's try to switch it up a little bit right now. We got these transgender athletes who've been banned from competing in the Olympics. That's right, women's sports. I think this is phenomenal. Let's go, you guys. I think this is a phenomenal one right here.
A major policy shift today at the Olympic Games. Transgender women will now be banned from competing against biological women.
The new rule is set to take effect at the 2028 Summer Olympics here in Los Angeles. KTLA's Corrine Winter is live at our news center with more on this controversial decision. Corrine.
Well, John and Sam, transgender athletes and their advocates criticize the policy, saying that it promotes exclusion and hurts those who already face so many stereotypes.
From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
A political move or a power play to create equity in sports. The Olympics now aligning with President Trump's ban on transgender athletes from female events. Last year, President Trump signed an executive order prohibiting transgender women athletes from participating in athletics. Today, the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, announced a sweeping new policy banning female athletes from women's events ahead of the big game set for 2028 in Los Angeles. Back in 2021, Laurel Hubbard, a weightlifter, was part of the Tokyo Olympics but didn't medal. She was the first transgender woman to compete at the Olympics after transitioning. The IOC said eligibility for any female category event at the Olympic Games or any other IOC event, including individual and team sports, is now limited to biological females.
This is a very harmful message that unfortunately trans women are struggling with, fighting against all.
Shut up, sir. Don't nobody want to hear nothing you got to say, bro. Like real talk, homeboy. Go over there and sit down, because nobody want to hear what you got to say, my man.
All the time. It's discrimination. It's continuing to send messages in the mainstream and the public that you are not part of. You are still othered.
Many are now criticizing the
You are still othered, brother.
new policy. Trans rights campaigners argue this violates human rights and fosters exclusion. They say there's also a mental health component.
When we ban them and exclude them, it's gonna increase the depression and anxiety and trauma that
Got the nose broken to try to play it off. Come on, Larry. We know the deal. Get out of here. Got the, I ain't trying to do this shit. Man, don't get your scary ass out of here, because you look terrible in a dress, like a horse. Vera, remember how he used to do Vera DeMilo? And he used to be like this, Jim Carrey, when he used to go into the laughter and do all the time, do the horse laugh. What made me laugh just now is because I remember how when Jim Carrey used to act like one of them, he used to walk like this. He used to be like this, walking on diesel. Be like, hi, I'm Vera DeMilo.
that they've felt for many, many years. And our hope is that we can slow that down.
As for the LA Olympics in 2028, the committee says the eligibility policy protects fairness, safety, and integrity in the female category. This new mandate, according to the IOC and its president, creates a clearer policy on who can compete, with the president adding even the smallest margins can be the difference between victory and defeat, and that it would be unfair for biological males to compete in the female category. In reference to those eligible to compete, IOC says that will be determined by a one-time SRY gene screening.
That's right. Let's test it down to the nitty-gritty, y'all. Let's get the test kit out. Hey everybody, how y'all doing over here? Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here to see these important stories, breaking news and trending topics. What's going on, Jordan? How you doing, Liberty? What's going on, Jeffrey? I see Faith up in the building. Faith, I'm gonna get it soon. I told you I'm gonna learn it soon. Golden Cast, how you doing, Cocoa Weeds? What's going on, you guys? Go ahead and hit that like button, double tap the screen. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, we're trying to get up to 80,000 subscribers. And all we need you guys to do is go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Do you appreciate the show? You like what you're seeing so far? All we ask for is likes. Or you can give me all the money in your pockets. Snap into a Slim Jim. Let's keep on going, y'all. It's time. It's time to get into a little bit of what? It's time to get into those files. What we got on those files? What we got on this person? Let's see what the Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer actually had to say when part of his deposition. That's right, Darren Indyke testifies at the House Oversight Committee. There's a little area that I want you guys to check out here. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. There's a little area here that I actually like, that I think it says a lot about him, because he's saying that Jeffrey Epstein was not such a bad person. He and his wife were having fertility issues and he gave them monetary. He did that a lot, helped out a lot of people. But does that take away the negative things that Jeffrey Epstein did? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
So I guess he was being generous. I will say this, that, in the years that followed, he did this kind of thing for other employees, friends, acquaintances. He appeared to be generous. He appeared to understand that his money could do good things, and he appeared to use his money to do things like that.
Is this why people are still loyal to him?
For people.
Did he provide you any other support besides the infertility support?
Can you be more specific in terms of a time frame?
Well, we're looking at this character reference around this time, 2008.
No, that was a big deal, obviously. It was a very difficult time for my wife and I, and it was very meaningful to me to have that support.
Okay. And
we've had another member of Congress join. Can she please identify herself for the record?
I'm Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury from New Mexico.
Mr. Indyke.
Yes.
It's a poignant letter that you wrote here.
a letter in
Did you
support
see
of
in
Jeffrey
the packet
Epstein
that was submitted as
after the
as
fact.
for Mr. Epstein before it was submitted?
I don't recall.
Were you aware what the charges were pending at the time that you wrote your statement?
I'm trying to remember when this statement was written. It was kind of fluid at that time.
Well, you knew that there was some kind of criminal allegation against him, which is why there was a criminal defense attorney that was asking you to write the letter, right?
Yes, there were criminal allegations against him.
The allegation.
Talking about he didn't know. Yeah, well, I wrote the letter, but I didn't know what was going on, and this is the way that they catch him out there. Because if you didn't know what was going on, weren't you on the defense team, and the defense actually asked you to write a letter to support him? He's like, yeah. And now they're gonna go into a little bit more details. I want you guys to hear this.
Again, it depends at what time we're talking about. My understanding.
Again, can you please speak up for the mics? I guess.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Indictness.
No, my apologies. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking loud enough.
Yeah, talk up.
My understanding, basically, that the allegations against him at the time, I think at the time that this was going on, forgive me, it was a while ago, but I think the allegations at that time, this is the state investigation in Palm Beach, were that there were massages at his house. Some of those massages wound up sexual in nature, and that at times it wound up being the case that there were some underage women there in the massages.
So you understood that those were the allegations or the note of the charges.
Got him.
At the time you wrote your letter.
I did understand that those were the allegations, but if I could talk a little bit more about that, I'd like to, if that's okay.
I'm sure they're going to get into that. I just want to ask one other question. You wrote the letter. Criminal defense attorney asked you to write the letter. Did you ever discuss the charges with Mr. Epstein before you wrote your statement?
No.
You never talked to him once about these allegations before, even though you just described somewhat of what you knew about him. You did not discuss that with him at all before you wrote a good character reference for him.
To the extent that there were discussions with Epstein, they were always in the presence of defense counsel. There were many lawyers there.
Okay, so he was there and you was talking in front of lawyers and they was telling you what to write. Tell the truth.
And I was a member of that group.
Man, we ain't got no time for them lies. We already see what's going on here. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I hope you guys ran along with that and the reason why I selected that small area right there. If you guys want to see that clip, I'm going to put that clip up for y'all again so y'all can see it again. You might want to look at the whole thing just to really analyze. That's actually, what's his name, Mr. Indicke. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. His name is Darren Indicke. Look up that interview. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen. Jordan Dowdy, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm going to use that for our premium. We're on premium now. So guess what, Jordan? Our bottom line appreciates you for your donation towards our premium fund. Thank you so much, everybody. Give Jordan some love over there. Jordan, do you have a keychain already? Because if not, you need to email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Send me your address. I'll send you a keychain. Hey guys, how many people up here want a keychain? Go to the website, pick them up. They're only $2.99. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Washington, House Democrats are seeking information and a potential evidence that's being concealed from the investigation. They're looking to question and subpoena the private detectives who removed the items from Jeffrey Epstein's homes. You guys, we over here have been watching and going into detail and really paying a lot of attention to what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. We found out that before 2019 and 2017, before he got arrested, they called over a bunch of private detectives who took a lot of different information, put this information as well as storage, hard drives, photos, and many more documents into storage places all around the nation. We never know what happened with those items that were put in storage. Now the Democrats are finally asking that question. Smart question. The fact of the matter that they even remember that, and that's the last thing that we talked about because they said that they were running out of files. Us over here at Our Bottom Line, we've always been asking about the files, the images, whatever was left inside of St. James, the St. James mansions, because they did have a lot of stuff in there. What happened to all of that stuff? That stuff has to be being held by the FBI. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's see what they're talking about.
House Democrats are seeking testimony from private investigators hired to remove computers, phone directories, sex toys, and pornography from Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach mansion 11 days before a 2005 police raid. A memo from the Epstein file shows one of his
11 days before the raid. How did he know about the raid? Was it powerful people that were telling him about what was going on? Or did he just have some intuition that they were probably going to do it? I don't know. Guy was pretty powerful, right?
Lawyers had given instructions to remove items of potential evidentiary value, and the private investigation firm sent Epstein this invoice for monthly rentals of a New York City storage unit. On the day of the police search, video taken by Palm Beach detectives shows monitors, keyboards, and printers, but the computer's missing. An inventory list shows the private investigators had already removed 3 computers, a list of Florida masseuses, nude photos, sex manuals, and 29 telephone directories believed to hold Epstein's contacts of the rich and powerful. In letters obtained by ABC News, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee say they want the private investigators to provide insight into the contents, removal, storage, and location of materials removed from Mr. Epstein's Palm Beach home.
So they didn't get everything, huh? That's the information that we really need to find, where that's at. The powerful people's names, maybe even what he has on them.
And to explain the reason for the removal of these materials.
This idea that now these private investigators have this enormous amount of information that has not been accessible to us on the committee or in Congress or the American public is pretty significant.
The missing items have never been fully recovered. If the private investigators refuse to give up the information voluntarily in the next 2 weeks, it's possible, guys, the committee could seek a subpoena. House Democrats.
And you know what happens when they seek a subpoena? They go up under oath and they get deposed. And if you don't tell the truth, locked up. And I don't know how long you're going to be in there. Watch your head. Looking down the block like, damn, I thought this was over. Jeffrey Epstein been gone for how long? Yep, but you're still here and you're probably involved. Do me a favor, you guys, if you appreciate the content and you like what's going on here at Our Bottom Line, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because now we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's go, you guys. That's right. We got to get on over to the federal court. We got to fight over money. That's right. Maduro. He's finally at his day in court. The focus on the legal fees. He wants to be able to use presidential money from Venezuela to find a lawyer. Let's go, you guys. That's right. He want to use that Venezuela dough. You see him over there, right, like this, right? Looking mad as H+OUR hockey sticks. Maduro won't go home. Let's go, y'all.
Ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife were back in court today seeking to have their drug trafficking indictments dismissed. Senior correspondent Eric Shawn is outside Manhattan Federal Court in New York tonight to tell us what happened. Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Brett. It was a fight over money. Who will pay the lawyers for Nicolas Maduro? The former Venezuelan president was back in court today, along with his wife, Celia Flores. Both are charged with running the country as a multi-billion-dollar narco-terrorism state. They were arrested 2 months ago during that daring U.S. raid on the president.
Your boy got on a flight suit that they gave him. He got on a Nike flight suit. He's limping, and now he got to use a legal aid. Man, it just don't pay, huh? He got to use one of them legal aid lawyers right now. 18B.
Compound in Caracas. In court today, the defense demanded the case be thrown out, but federal court judge Alvin Hellerstein refused. As Maduro and his wife sat at the defense table dressed in beige prison jumpsuits, Maduro's lawyer, Barry Pollock, said Venezuela should foot the bill for the defense, citing more than $18 billion in oil sales that the country has earned since its client's ouster. but the money happens to be under U.S. sanctions. And prosecutor Carl Wurschber said Maduro should not be allowed to tap it, saying, quote, if the purpose of the sanctions is because the defendants are plundering the wealth of Venezuela, it would undermine the sanctions to allow them access the same funds now to pay for their defense. Outside court, there were protesters both for...
They hit your boy with the legal aid 18B, Casey. Yo, Angels, look at that. Yo, they hit your boy with the legal aid joint.
For and against Maduro. Activist Pedro Rojas says Maduro should not benefit from his crimes. Should Maduro use Venezuelan money?
No, because it's, Nicolas Maduro, January 10, the 2025 is no more president of Venezuela. Because in July 24, the 2024, Nicolas Maduro not win the election, the president election.
In Washington, President Trump called Maduro a major drug purveyor and says he could be hit with even more charges.
There are other trials coming because they have just, they really sued him just at a fraction of the kind of things that he's done.
Well, Judge Epstein has not yet ruled on the money issue. As for a trial date for Nicolas Maduro, that has not yet been set.
That's a good idea for lunch today, you guys. Anybody know anything about that? Maduros, the smash de plantanos, where they smash it and they put it like this. Plátanos, but they call it Maduro. Go get some Maduros. They're like fried plantains. You'll like them. Actually pretty good for you. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Bangladesh. Very serious topic right now. Terrifying moment where a bus plunges into a river, going out of control. I think it was at least about 30 people that lost their lives. Pretty tragic. I'm with you guys. I'm going to watch it with you. I could not watch it by myself yesterday because of how sorrowing it just took over me. So I need a little bit of help to watch this, you guys, together. But we got to get over it because what we report every day, we do trending topics and current events, and we still must show respect. Let's get on over to India, you guys. Bangladesh. Double tap that screen. Get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Hopefully, you know, things like this can be preventable. Sad. Sad, sad. The accident occurred on March the 25th when the bus lost control as it approached the ferry, officials said. The vehicle overturned before sinking approximately 30 feet into the river. Rescuers and divers were deployed on March the 26th to search the Padma River and recover 22 bodies found inside the submerged bus. Including 6 men, 11 women, and 5 children, a fire service official has said. 24 people have been confirmed no longer here so far, including 2 women who lost their lives after being rescued. So 2 women got out and was rescued, but they still lost their lives. So those people are out there mourning the place where their family members lost their lives at. Tragic, y'all. Tragic. Oh, man, I told you we cover world news. We cover everything here. We had to do it. No other choice. Please double tap the screen, get the lights up, let more people know about what's going on. I'd like to pray for everyone that lost their lives in this tragedy. Would like to pray for the families and everybody that's dealing with this tragedy in these times. I know it's very hard when these things happen, but we must come together as people and show respect and love when people lose their lives like this. No matter what nation or what country they're from, they still deserve to be prayed for and they still deserve respect. Pray for their souls as well as their families. Amen. Let's get on over to Yale with some good news, because we gotta turn it up now. We gotta go a whole different direction now. Has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna let somebody else do it. It's time to turn it up and try to feel good this morning. Let's go to Yale. We got a full circle situation. I think it's beautiful because of what somebody wants to do in their heart, and especially when it's pure and it helps other people. We got a janitor, a woman that goes from janitor. She returns to the hospital as a doctor. Let's get on over to Yale. And I'm not talking about Jail in Spanish. I'm talking about the real Yale. Yale. That's right, you guys. When you see this energy, hopefully you take it in and you get a refresher.
Wait for this story. It's going to knock your socks off. A full circle moment for a medical school student when she finds out she matched with her first choice residency pick, Yale New Haven Hospital. So why is this such a big deal? Well, Shay Taylor Allen wasn't just born at that very hospital. She worked there as a janitor when she was 18 years old. That incoming Yale New Haven Hospital resident, Dr. Shay Taylor Allen, joins me now. And Shay, with the backstory that I read and the Instagram video there, if anyone watches that reaction you had and doesn't tear up, I wonder if they're numb. But now, as the newest doctor in Yale's Department of Anesthesiology, you can now undo that numbness. How surreal has this been?
It's been amazing, honestly. The reactions from everybody has just been so overwhelming in a positive way. And I'm just so excited, like I said, to come back to my community, come back to Yale, because I always say I bleed Yale all the way through, and just serve my community. So I'm just so excited.
When you were working as a janitor, did you ever envision this moment?
Absolutely not. When I started my job as a janitor at 18, this was kind of like a job just to support me and my family. I did not think that this would be my destiny or my journey. So no, that wasn't part of our family. We don't have any doctors. I didn't know anybody in my family that was a doctor. So I could not have imagined this in a million years.
Your mom was a single mom. Then she underwent some health issues. So how influential was her health journey in your drive to ultimately become a doctor?
Oh, extremely. That was my driving force. When she got sick, I didn't understand why they couldn't understand what was going on with her. And I didn't understand why they kept saying that it was a mental illness until I did a little research and see that a lot of people go through healthcare disparities. And I knew I wanted to change that. And not only that, seeing that the CEO that I reached out to at the time helped me and advocated for me and my mom, I was just like, I'm seeing advocacy firsthand. I want to do that myself for my patients. So what can I do? So I decided to Google how to become a doctor. And ever since then, that's been my journey.
And you were actually...
She Googled how to become a doctor. You can't stop people's dreams out here. You cannot.
Actually cleaning the office of the Yale New Haven Health CEO when this relationship between you and that CEO began, right?
Yes, absolutely. I was taking out her trash. I got to take her trash almost every day. And I decided, hey, let me email her. Maybe this will help or maybe this won't, but it won't. It doesn't help to start.
How's your mom doing now?
She's doing great. She definitely had the help now from Yale and got to do some therapy, and she's doing amazing.
What's her reaction to you coming home?
Oh, she's so excited. She's more excited about me coming home to the family more than anything, but being a single mom of 3, she could never imagine that this be my story.
That's right, you guys. That's right. I had to change it up for y'all a little bit. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I got more for you. And it's Saturday morning. We're supposed to switch it up. Different emotions, different feelings. And this one here is so funny. It's not so funny I forgot to laugh. But man, oh man, when she stepped to him with that piece of paper and he be mad and he fling that thing back, I swear I almost hollered and hit the floor. We got to get on over to this New York Post interview with Mike Lindell when he served a legal document live on TV. He gets so mad. I'm telling you guys, y'all not gonna believe this. He gets so tight because he's trying to get this interview off right now. He already in debt owe everybody money. How dare you try to serve me with a subpoena or a lawsuit while I'm being interviewed? Oh yeah, he didn't like this. I just thought it was so funny. I had to show you guys this. Let me open up this screen real quick. We got Mike Lindell served legal documents during a live TV interview. They must have known he was going to be there, y'all.
We're on TV, please. Okay, we're on TV, please.
What are you serving him with?
We're on TV, please. We're on TV,
what are you serving him with?
I'm not accepting.
What are you trying to serve? Ma'am,
we're on TV, please.
Yes.
We're on TV, please. Okay.
Mike Lindell was accosted by a woman saying she was serving him legal papers while he was being interviewed at the Conservative Political Action Conference. A chaotic on-camera moment that saw the MyPillow founder and conservative commentator try to dodge the delivery before tossing the documents aside. The unnamed woman interrupted Lindell while he was being interviewed at the gathering at Grapevine, Texas, bursting on camera and telling him, "You've been served." Lindell initially resisted.
We're on TV. We're on TV, please. We're on TV.
Saying, "We're on TV, please," and "I'm not accepting it," as the camera rolled. Interviewer Michael Casey of the O'Keefe Media Group, who posted the clip on X Thursday, repeatedly asked the woman the reason for serving the papers. Lindell eventually took them out of her hands, only to hurl them behind him seconds later. Deranged leftist interrupts my interview with the real Mike Lindell, trying to serve him court papers, Casey captioned the video. Mike Lindell's reaction was priceless. Details about the documents were not immediately known. The Post has sought comment from Lindell. It wasn't clear whether the papers were connected to Lindell's ongoing legal battles, which include multiple defamation cases stemming from his claims about the 2020 presidential election.
He already tight because he owes so many people money. He getting sued by so many people. He like, you mean to tell me this itch is gonna come while I'm being interviewed?
The confrontation appeared to add a growing list of courtroom headaches for Lindell. Lindell's courtroom troubles have piled up in recent years, driven largely by his repeated claims about the 2020 election and the legal fallout that followed. The MyPillow founder, a vocal supporter of President Trump, claimed the 2020 election was stolen. In a Colorado defamation case brought by former Dominion Voting Systems employee Eric Coomer, a jury found Lindell liable and awarded millions in damages last year. A federal judge recently denied Lindell's attempt to overturn the verdict and ordered his legal team to explain why they shouldn't face additional sanctions, the latest in a string of rebukes over flawed court filings and citation errors. Elsewhere, Lindell remains entangled in high-stakes defamation litigation brought by voting technology firms, including Smartmatic, with a judge ruling that key elements of defamation have already been established.
Crazy, crazy. Where Liberty at? Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Liberty, you in the building? Where you at, Liberty? How you doing? You good? Can we get 300 likes? She asking a question. We supposed to be up to 500 likes with all the work we putting in, all these people we got in here. Yeah, I mean to tell me we don't even got 300 likes right now? Wow. So y'all saying the show is whack today is what you're trying to tell me? Y'all don't like the show? Is that what y'all telling me? That's crazy, man. I guess, I guess the show ain't doing eight likes. That ain't enough, Liberty. I want 200 more. 300. That's crack right there. It's Saturday. We supposed to have way more likes than that with all this work we putting in. Liberty, it ain't fair. We work too hard. We work too hard for these people. We got comedy with Mike Lindell with the MyPillow situation. We got real stories going on. We got follow-ups. And you mean to tell me we can't get up to 500 likes? You talking about 3? Girl, you know I ain't satisfied with no 300 likes. Come on, let's get those likes up. I appreciate you guys, but come on, stop being cheap. It ain't like we asking for money, because likes is free. How about I say this? Everybody give me $2 right now. Let's see who's my real friend. Nope, no mods and nobody that's always here. Let's see who gonna give me $2. Anybody got $2? I don't even ask for money. I never ask nobody for no money. Who here gonna give me $2? And don't worry about nobody else's pockets. If you got $2, I need it. Anybody got $2? Let me know. I'm gonna be watching all day to see who giving me $2. And none of my people, I don't want none of your money, because none of your money no good. These new people, let me see if you got $2 on it. How many of you guys got $2 on it? $2. $2 whole dollars. That's no, Miss Swans. I said not you. I said other people. Why y'all doing this? I want to see if they got love. Thank you, Miss Swans. I love you, Jordan. I love all you guys. Okay, the priority mail, thank you. And thank you so much, Jordan, but you always show love. Okay, $2. $2. Y'all rather give up $2 than hit the like button? Come on now. I guess I should ask for money then. Let me get $2 then. Because if I get 100 people, that'd be $200. I appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about. But do you know where that money go to? Donations, foster homes, and many other places. I don't keep it for myself unless I need to buy a suit or something. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen. $6, huh? 3 people. They tried to slide off. Nobody else doing nothing. Like I ain't paying attention. Okay. And I told you not to do it if you already know me. I don't want nobody family, no family money. Okay, we got some real people up in there. We got some new people. Okay, we got some Glovers up in here. Okay, Jordan, come on, man. I told you to stop. Don't do that. Let's keep on going now. We got to get on over to the New York flat. Brooklyn Graves, a suspicious device has been found in Brooklyn building from a person of interest that's now in custody. You guys, okay, Jeffrey, okay, keep it going. Everybody, that's right, $2. $2 whole dollars. I'm asking for a lot of money right now, ain't I? I'm asking for a lot right now, asking for $2. And y'all know I don't never ask for no money, but today I'm asking for it. I need $2. That's right, $2, please. Everybody who show your boy
West
some love.
2nd Street, just off of Avenue Y, and right now police say they cannot confirm if that device that they took from this building here behind me yesterday was actually explosive, but we know it was serious, fast, and this area was shut down for hours. Now take a look, this is video from yesterday showing the response out here. You can see someone in full protective gear there walking out with a black container. They remove it carefully and place it into a special police truck. Here's what we know though, a 911 call came in at around 10:45 yesterday morning about something suspicious inside this building. Police and federal agents said they rushed here and started clearing the area. Neighbors were forced out, some telling us they were stuck outside for hours. We're told a person of interest was taken into custody, but no one has been charged, and police have not said who that person is. We did speak with a neighbor who says he lives across the hall from that apartment investigators went into. Take a listen.
Thank you, Kalesiv.
I haven't had much conversation with him. He seemed fine. Like, hi, he's friendly. Like, nothing out of the ordinary.
And police. Yeah, but meanwhile, he got a boom boom device in the crib that they had to go get out of there. Luckily, nothing happened, and luckily, everybody is safe. Yes, you guys, you never know what's going down. You got to be careful. You could have it right next door. I want to pray for the families and everybody. I'm so happy that nothing happened to any of those people out there in Gravesend, and that they were actually able to get that device out of there without anything happening. You guys, nowadays, like I tell you, so sad because we can make up these stories nowadays and be playing, and a couple of weeks later they'll actually happen. It's not funny. It's actually pretty sad. I want to pray for these people. Got to pray for these families and the people that are doing these things. My question is, what was his plan to do with that device? Amen. You got to keep on going, you guys. I appreciate you for the 2, and I do. I definitely do. You do amazing, Boogotti, and we appreciate you. Thank you for the 2. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Now, we got more to get into. Let's get on over to Tampa Bay, where we got 3 sheriff employees who have been locked up for their involvement. Let's go, you guys. That's right. You see where we're going with it right now. And the sad part about this is we're starting to see a lot of our teachers, a lot of our law enforcement, a lot of doctors, a lot of people that's getting caught up in stuff that you would never expect them to be caught up into. Let's keep on moving forward to this clip right here where we go to Tampa Bay, where we got this domestic violence situation going on. I don't know if you guys noticed or know about it, but a lot of couples, especially when they're married couples, how can I say this? When it comes down to DV, domestic V, a lot of times it winds up being uicide and then a murder because they already have the weapon. It's very thin line and a very fine line that when it comes down to police officers who are married, when they get into spats and things like that. A lot of them are trained and they can probably deal with certain things, but a lot of times you have to be very careful because you know maybe the part of them having like the authority that they have. Could it be the weapon? Could it be the heat of the moment? that's when it's really the most severe. They're talking about more training would help this situation, and they're saying that there needs to be more cadet training as well as on-the-job training. But how do you train for something like this? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we're going into a bit of a tragedy right here that we're talking about, and it's a really serious focal point that I want us to pay attention to, and it has to do with DV between police officers when they're married. Let's get into it, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. We're going over to Tampa.
All right, Jada, thank you. We move next here to the arrest of 3 Hillsborough County Sheriff's employees within the last 3 days. Tonight, 2 deputies are on administrative leave without pay, and 1 cadet has been fired. All of this because of domestic violence.
I-Team investigative reporter Kyla McGivern was there today as the department spoke about these arrests, and she is following through here tonight after covering a dead.
I promised myself I'll read Liberty stuff. We appreciate our family on here. Thank you, all of the super chats. We got the best fam here. We definitely do. And Liberty, let me tell you something. Those right there, I love those. When you do that, man, I be feeling like, woo, there you go. Let's get it. Appreciate that.
Case of domestic violence within the department.
We've told you about Deputy Abigail Bieber, whose boyfriend, a detective, shot her 4 years ago before turning the gun on himself in a murder-suicide. Her father sat down with me saying more needs to be done, calling for massive changes to prevent officer-involved domestic violence. Today, HCSO answered questions about the latest arrests. There has been a push for more training and protocols within HCSO when it comes to deputies and incidents that specifically involve officer-perpetrated domestic violence. Are there any plans for any additional trainings, anything along those lines internally?
So from the time these employees are hired on the sworn side of the Law Enforcement Academy, they go through an intense state-mandated FDLE program through the academy that spans several months, upward of 10 months. They get training at various sections through that academy. Once they graduate, they get additional training when they go into field training status too. So they get on-the-job training when they become a deputy and they're in the training status. So once again, they get additional training with field work. Once that's completed, they get yearly and bi-yearly training with additional training that we are mandated by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement as well. On top of that, there are also incentive classes that they can take, which are called advanced training classes that these deputies are able to take too. So there's plenty of training set up for them to take. We should not be having these type of incidences and arrests at the sheriff's office.
Do you see this as more of a systemic problem?
I think it's an individual problem with these 2 deputies, okay? People have problems in their personal lives, okay? We arrest hundreds of people throughout the year.
Somebody said it's all in your head. You can't train for that when someone already has control. Yeah, that's crazy.
They all have jobs in the community. They have jobs. We arrest them. We are no different. These deputies, employees have family issues, but there are avenues and ways to address those issues if you have them.
What do you say to victims?
All right, you guys, we got to go. We got more. That's the most that we can get out of there. Very serious topic. Let's double tap that screen because it is something that is a very serious thing. It happens, and when it does happen, it's not just like the DV most of the time. They don't want to go in. They don't want to wind up being a criminal. So what they do, they always take it to the extreme. And sometimes, like somebody said here, when you already got somebody that's already in your head, like you're having an attitude or something going on, the thing that my mother taught me that it really works, walk away. Try to walk away. But sometimes you can't. They're always in your face. You know what I'm talking about. But still, there's no reason to harm anybody. Try to get up out of there, male or female. It's not right. You guys want to pray for everybody who ever lost their lives in dealing with domestic violence tragedies, all of the officers and all of the wives who lost their lives as well. And hopefully we can make these things get better with time and more training, hopefully. Yeah, amen. Because guess what? The training that they're talking about is preparing you while you have the weapon. Like, look, you know, you might have a wife. You might have this situation go on. This is how to handle that before you go get the weapon. I understand what the training is about, but who's going to adhere to it once they're in the heat of the moment? Let's get on over to Iran, where we've got a man-held surface-to-air missile that chases an American jet over Shara, coming into contact with the back of the aircraft. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen. Some of these locations I have a little bit of problems with, like getting the accuracy of them. I try my best. I think the last one, it was in Bangladesh. Made a little bit of mistakes there, but I'm gonna try to say the names as best as possible, but we do go everywhere all around the world. Check this out. It's surface to air. It means I can't say certain things. It does actually come into contact with what it looks like with the back of this aircraft. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
A dramatic, unverified video is fueling fresh claims of a near miss involving a U.S. Navy fighter jet over Iran. The footage, circulating on social media, purports to show an Iranian shoulder-fired air defense system, commonly known as a MANPADS, Man Portable Air Defense System, coming close to hitting a U.S. Navy F-18EF Super Hornet operating over Iranian territory. The incident, which reportedly occurred yesterday, comes amid ongoing fighting between Iran, the United States, and Israel.
Also tells me that they still got some kind of firepower. You get what I'm saying? We already see the Israel before that, Tel Aviv. Now we see this going on. Might not be what you guys think is strong enough, but they still got something. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. We got more to cover. Let's get it. Double tap. Let's go. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell down there so that they know and we know when you're on. You'll know when we're on. Not only that, but if you go ahead and subscribe, you'll never miss a chance to see when we're coming on. That's right, you guys. Let's go on over to Boston. Let's go on over to Boston. Where there's thank you so much, Eric Cooper, for the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you guys for going right in for the premium fund, because we now have premium. I listen to you guys, and I know, you know what? I notice every time I listen to you guys, when it's the good people that have a good idea, it always works out. I've been fighting so long not to get premium, then I finally get it, and look at us now. Nothing but smooth sailing tonight. No commercials and no interruptions. Let's keep on moving forward to Boston. Like I said, we got these witnesses at a Boston school who say a bus driver who's now being accused of taking the life of a 5-year-old boy. Witnesses' accounts also say that he was belligerent to children and he hit a postal truck and did not drop the child off at the designated bus stop, but instead he dropped the child off across the street from his bus stop, and the child had to walk in front of the bus in order to get to his home. And that's when he got hit by the bus. So not only did you drop him off at the wrong place, he didn't even get to clear the bus, and then you hit him, and now the 5-year-old is no longer alive. Let's get on over to Boston, you guys. A serious tragedy situation here. Wanted to make sure that I got all the details out so that you guys can see what was going on with this case. And please, to get more people aware, let's double tap that screen. I really appreciate it.
Public school bus driver has now posted bail after being charged with hitting and killing a child in Hyde Park. WBZ's Anna Myler is live outside the courthouse in Boston. Anna?
Paula, this was a very emotional day for the family of 5-year-old Lenz Joseph, who was hit and killed by his own school bus in Hyde Park last April. They were here inside the court today as the bus driver, Jean Charles, was handcuffed and taken into custody after pleading not guilty to charges of involuntary manslaughter, reckless motor vehicular homicide, and negligent motor vehicle homicide. He planned to post the $15,000 bail after the arraignment. Prosecutors outlined a series of incidents leading up to the kindergartner's death that day. Prosecutors say there's no evidence that he conducted the required pre-trip inspection that would have showed the bus's safety crossing bar was broken.
Thank you again, Jordan Dowdy. $2, I love it. Appreciate you, my brother. Show love. Did you get your decal and your keychains? Because if not, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. You get a decal and a keychain. Let's go.
and the left rear tire was flat, which would have taken the bus off the road. The prosecutor also said a witness called police after noticing Charles acting belligerent or annoyed at the children on board, and also saw him hit a postal truck. Prosecutors also say Charles did not stop at a stop sign and did not drop Lenz Joseph off at his designated bus stop, but instead let him off across the street, forcing him to walk in front of the bus to get home. Lenz Joseph's father stood next to District Attorney Kevin Hayden as he spoke outside the courtroom.
Lenz got off the school bus that day with the same expectation that any child has, to get off safely and to get home to their family. But he didn't get home safely that day for the reasons that you've just heard stated in court earlier. It is the reckless actions of this defendant that have opened an unfillable hole in the hearts of everyone who knew Lenz and who loved him.
We view this as a tragic accident. Our hearts go out to the family of Lenz, Dr. Joseph. We can't imagine the loss they're going through. And we just can't fathom that. There's no winners in this case.
Prosecutors also say that Charles did not have an active license to be driving children on board a bus at that time. They also say that he was involved in a hit-and-run crash after Lenz Joseph's death. He has been ordered not to drive and to turn in his passport. Live at Suffolk Superior Court, Anna Myler, WBZ News.
Anna, thank you. Former
And not only did he hit him, but he kept going. So it's like, I don't know if he dragged this baby. I don't know how tragic it was. It wasn't no damn traffic accident. That was an murder. I want to pray for him and his family. I want to pray for the child's family. I want to pray for everybody involved in this, the people that he was being belligerent to. They said that school bus driver was not even the right one. He was filling in for somebody, if I'm correct. Tragedy, and I hope that we get much better with what? Evaluating the people and everyone that we let come in contact with our babies. We're talking about a 5-year-old, still a child, still a baby, going back and forth to school, happy to be a child, has not even had the chance to experience what life is about, and it's been taken away from him tragically. Hopefully the family can get through this, and this will never happen again. We ask that in the Lord's name. Amen. Oh, boy, man. Yeah, shoosh. Let's get on over to Gilgo Beach, Long Island. We got a suspected serial killer. He pled guilty in this murder. Only thing about him is he getting so old that he can't even come to court. So he might not even make it to go to trial. He had his lawyers go to court for him. But what he did was real serious, and we got to cover it.
Well, this is where it all began, right here in this Massapequa Park neighborhood. News 12 was the first to break the arrest of Rex Heuermann. That was all the way back in July of 2023. Now, 3 years later, and multiple sources tell News 12 that he is expected to plead guilty, again, according to those multiple sources. Now, the terms of the plea agreement are not yet known at this time, but as we reported in January, Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney said nothing was on the table when asked about a possible agreement. Earlier this month, both sides were in court, but for the first time in this case, Heuermann was not there. His attorney said he was dealing with undisclosed medical issues. Heuermann's defense team had spent most of the pretrial unsuccessfully attempting to toss out several key pieces of evidence that the prosecution had brought against him. Most importantly was the DNA that prosecutors said tied him to his victims. Heuermann is accused of killing 7 women between 1993 and 2011 and dumping their bodies.
Now, let's not go through that fast. Let's say their names. How about Megan Waterman, Amber Lynn Costello, Melissa Bartholomew. We got Maureen Brainerd Barnes, also Valerie Mack, Sandra Castilla, and Jessica Taylor. All, serial killer. This guy right here. Families lost, lives severed because of this fool.
Along Gilgo Beach. He's maintained his innocence throughout the case and previously pleaded not guilty to all the charges against him. Former NYPD detective and John Jay College of Criminal Justice adjunct professor David Sarney just joined the morning show to discuss this latest development in the case.
This evidence, if it's introduced at the trial, would
probably lead to conviction on his end or his belief or his defense counsel's belief. So this is a way of kind of separating that, where you get something for the prosecution, the extensive trial.
Now, the trial was scheduled to begin in September. That was set by the judge right after Labor Day. Right now, Huerman is next scheduled to be back in court in just about 2 weeks on April 8th. From Massapequa Park, Nassau County, Jonathan Gordon, News 12.
Somebody said they love OBX, but it's so corrupt where they live at. Then another person says, I remember when that happened, they recently had a memorial gathering. 400, let's go. There you go, Liberty. What's that, Brazi? What are you talking about on his ears? Are you plastic surgery? What else you talking about? What else you guys got? I love the Good Morning Liberty. What else you got? Let's go ahead. Keep on making these stories. Get out there to many more people. Can we double tap that screen and get those likes up? I really appreciate it. Or you sent me 2 already, but I won't turn it on another set. No, I got something else for you. If I got your address, don't worry about it. I got something else for you, Jordan. Doom, 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 doom. Look what Jordan won. What did Jordan win? He won the Our Bottom Line planter. It comes with gloves. It comes with seeds. It comes with food. That's right, you guys. Jordan, thank you so much for always supporting the show, and we support those who support us. Your planter's coming to you. All you got to do is add dirt, sun, and love. And guess what? It'll fit on the windowsill anywhere. Let's get it, you guys. Let's go. That's how we roll around here. We stack it up and we look out for each other. We don't just let people look out and do nothing for them. We show love. It's a full circle around here. We are family. Jordan do that every day, all day. He deserved that. Let's keep on going over to Los Angeles, where this woman that's living in a storm drain, they're finally reaching out to her, and the city is trying to get her out of there. We've been following up with this story. You guys know what I'm talking about. We care about everybody over here. Yes, this woman is living in a storm drain, and we found more locations where more people that are homeless are living in those conditions. Seems as if she has some sort of a mental condition going on, so it may take a little while to help her out, but hopefully they don't give up on her, because no one deserves to live in these conditions. We're not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Let's go, you guys, let's get it. Hope you appreciate the show. It's Saturday, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go.
You saw this first on Fox 11 last night, a woman living in the storm drains in South Los Angeles. After many calls to city officials, including the mayor, crews came out to help. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez picks up the story on the scene now with the latest. Christina.
Yeah, we've been calling since my colleague Matt Seedorf broke the story last night. And, you know, I will say that while we're not getting the answers from the mayor or city council about the bigger pictures, how did this got to this point, they did send out people from the city. What you're looking at right now is hazmat-clad sanitation people trying to figure out how to get in there. A place where a woman has been living for quite some time. Take a look. What's your name? Trying to help a woman hiding in a storm drain, the same woman you saw on Fox 11. Living in a hot drain packed with trash and smelling of human waste. I gotta get back. She's been living in the storm drain for quite some time, according to Juan Naula, who spends his days trying to clean up the neighborhood around South Grand and 88th Street.
She's still there. The trash is there. I saw another person living over there.
People living everywhere.
So there's more than one person living down there. That's how bad people are living. And there's no reason for this. There's no reason. This whole strip right there, all of those people right there, that's a smidgen, a corner, a nook, not even one little smidgen of the amount of money that was taken in by what? I'm not going to ever stop talking about it. By the illegal criminals that were getting money. They took care of all of them, gave them food stamps, gave them somewhere to stay, had them living in Park Avenue hotels for over a year, and took care of them, and they gave them somewhere to stay. Meanwhile, they got all these homeless people out here, American citizens, veterans, people that are supposed to be here. We had enough money to do away with homelessness. Think I'm lying? Please call me out. All of the money that we spent, we could have did away with it.
Around here in tents and RVs, even a boat. One woman sets herself up on boulders next to the freeway, a man against a sidewall on the other side. Cables routing electricity run down the street for blocks. Police cars drive by the encampments, checking things out. People say everything's fine. Police drive on. A street sweeper moves the dust. Parking enforcement deals with abandoned vehicles. But people say off camera, they're on their own. A woman talking to herself when she comes out of the drain is nothing unique.
Went into the sewer. She was living in the sewer. Oh my God, that's so bad. That's so bad.
The woman is chasing people, getting video of her with their cell phones, but goes back into the drain where we try talking to her. Talk to me, hon. What's going on? Hard to make out, but something about she has new clothes and shows her friends.
So my clothes I bought when I was free was like $1,000, like $400, and that's all I bought.
How many people are living down there with you?
I don't know, some guy walked out.
There's another guy? If I found you a place to stay, would you go?
Yeah. Sure would.
You would?
Yeah.
No?
Yes, I would.
Those words are very...
Everything else she was scatterbrained about. Everything else she was like talking crazy about. But when she asked her that sentence, if I found you a place to go, would you go? She said, sure would. Got straight human on that one. Realized what that was about.
Very clear. After many calls to city officials, what you see is, yes, LAPD, the fire department, sanitation, quite a few crews out here. Eventually she comes out. Firefighters quickly move in to block the manhole cover.
Yes, Jordan, that's somebody living in the sewer. Yes, bro. That's someone living in the sewer, bro.
As she walks past us, she is mumbling.
And this guy was saying, I'll go home, I'll keep going.
Hard to make out what she was saying, but something about being homeless and where's she going to go. I know they were trying to help her or get her to accept help. Now back here live again, they have actually declared this, and I quote them, a hot zone. They're keeping us a block away, yellow tape included, and they're wearing the suits. They have to get in there, clean it out, and then the most important thing is that manhole cover, they have to replace it with one that will not be easily moved away, because that's what started the problem. Somebody stole the manhole cover, and that's how she got in. And if they don't secure it well enough, they're going to steal it again, and she'll...
Somebody stole the manhole cover. You know why? Because of the metal that they got from the weight of it. That's crazy.
Be right back in there, they're afraid of. So that is what is going on here live in South Los Angeles. Obviously a very difficult situation. And again, as to the bigger picture, what you saw happening all around here, if we get an answer from the mayor's office or the council member out here, we'll be sure to put it on our website at foxla.com.
And I think there's people in the comments that are saying some smart comments right now. If they were going to lock her in a mental institution, I would have ran too. She's right. They definitely had mental health issues and needs help. There you go. Yeah, you could tell. Oh boy, it's crazy, man. One time when I was working at the restaurant, I went to go throw some trash. I was laying, I can't even see it. Damn, sorry about that. He has just got up and walked down the street and not a care in the world. Yeah, real talk. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to South Fulton. Because I already told you guys, there's a lot of people that you cannot trust. I want you to talk to your kids, be able to have conversations with them to prepare them for what's going on nowadays. I don't want to be a fear monger, but I do want to make sure that we understand that just because, you used to say back in the day, if something go on, go run and tell a police officer, go tell your teacher. You would want those people of authority to be someone that your kids can go and get some security or help from. It's not always like that. You got to be careful about that too, because you never know, because they're manipulative nowadays. And we've been peeling the layers of the onion back on this show for many months now. We got a situation in South Fulton where a former officer, Michael Cochran, has been arrested on duty rape. R word, on duty R word. Allegations. This is terrible. Can't believe this is still going on. I mean, on duty. On duty. I don't even know what to say about it because I already got caught out there saying the word, but hey, it is what it is. I already said it. On duty, he did this.
Sir is behind bars. I want to thank you for joining us tonight for Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Courtney Bryant.
Hello and welcome. I'm Tom Haynes. Police have accused now former officer Michael Sheely Cochran of raping a woman after he responded to a call for a domestic dispute. The interim public safety managing director announced the arrest this afternoon. Let's get out to Fox 5's Christopher King, live at South Fulton Police Headquarters for us tonight. Christopher?
Well, Tom, Courtney, his job is to lock up people who break the law. Now he is locked up. South Fulton police say Michael Sheely Cochran raped a woman while he was on duty. Cochran reportedly responded to a domestic violence call last Saturday. They say he spoke with a 28-year-old woman. Cochran reportedly turned off his body camera. Police say he learned the woman had warrants. Investigators say he put her in his car, drove to an undisclosed location, then raped her. He reportedly took the woman to the DeKalb County jail.
He found out she had warrants and basically manipulated it because she had warrants.
That is where she reported the attack. Interim Public Safety Managing Director Dr. Cedric Alexander spoke earlier this afternoon. Take a listen.
The fact of the matter is that he violated Georgia state law as a law enforcement officer. Being in that supervisory role, responsible for her care, he's in total violation. So it does not matter. He's still going to be charged with the sexual assault.
Dr. Alexander says the evidence is overwhelming. Cochran initially was placed on administrative leave. Right now he's behind bars at the Fulton County Jail, and the South Fulton Police Department fired him. We're live at South Fulton Police Headquarters. Christopher King, Fox 5 News.
Christopher, thanks.
Oh, man. Can't even trust them. Can't even trust the police, man. Can't even trust the cops. Teachers, cops, the mayor. Yeah, senseis. As long as they're human, they can have flaws, you guys. Please, be careful. Tell your kids about these people and be careful. You never know who you can trust. Do me a favor. Let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. He gonna get his. Wait, cops are corrupt. Go directly to jail. What else y'all got for me? 500. Let's get them, y'all. Let's go. Ad Reigns. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And you've been dropping it today. Paying a lot of attention to you. We see what's going on out there. Let's go. China. We got to get on over to China because we don't leave it. Wait a minute. Oh man. Not seriously. 2 Chinese people. All right, y'all. Florida. We got to get on over. Stay in Tampa for a minute. Let's get on over to Tampa. We got these siblings who've been charged with leaving a boom boom device outside of Mac Drill Air Force Base. Yeah, and they got locked up. They got caught. They tried to go to their country and go there, I guess, but then they came back, and that's when they got locked up. Check this out, you guys. Let's get over to Miami where it never fails.
A 20-year-old man and his sister now face federal charges after an explosive device was left outside MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa earlier this month. Alan Zhang took off to China with his 27-year-old sister, Anne Mary Zhang, who is now in custody after returning to the States. Investigators say Alan built and placed the device while his sister helped cover it up.
These investigations are ongoing. I know that the question that's going to be asked, the investigation hasn't ended. We are exploring any number of leads to see anyone and everyone that is involved in this matter will be brought to justice.
The explosive device was recovered near the base after the suspect, Alan Zhang, made an anonymous 911 call reporting the device. The base remains on heightened alert due to ongoing tensions in the Middle East. 20-year-old.
Oh boy. I told you, Florida. Y'all already know. Whenever I'm stuck, I'll be like this. Florida. I know y'all got something for me. Scroll. Wow. Almost like our thoughts. Y'all don't play down in Florida. Only a couple other places that's like Florida when it comes down to getting content. Some stuff that you would never believe. Let's keep on going, you guys. I think we're done. Let's stay out of Florida right now. Let's get on over to China. Do you guys remember when the robots used to not be able to coordinate? They couldn't move so good? Well, guess what? We got a situation now where we got a dancing robot. He know how to dance and put on all the moves. The only problem is what? What's the problem? He makes a mistake and slaps a little child. You can't be having these strong, big old robots out here slapping kids. Come on, man. Y'all got to get those glitches correct. Let's get on over to China where this robot does the, oh, you can, and makes a mistake and smacks a kid in the face. Hold your kid back when they're doing demonstrations like this also. Parents, be careful of your children when they're getting demonstrations like this going. Don't be like this parent right here, wanting to be in the front row to see the close-ups. Check this out.
A robot dance demonstration meant to wow a crowd quickly turned into a frightening moment for one young boy. The incident unfolded on March 21st in China's Shanxi province during a live public showcase of what appears to be a G1 humanoid designed by Chinese tech.
So he basically caught both of them. First he caught the taller one, then he swung again and caught the one on the bottom. That's why both of them hold their head.
Firm Unitree Robotics. It weighs around 77 pounds and is equipped with advanced sensors that allow it to move and react like a human. It's not the first time creators have lost control over their humanoid robots. On March 17th in San Jose, California, another robot demonstration spiraled off script, this time inside a busy restaurant. Diners watched as a dancing service robot in an orange apron grooved through the dining area, drawing laughs and phones from nearby tables. But mid-routine, the machine's arm clipped a table, knocking over chopsticks and a sauce container as startled customers looked on. A waitress quickly rushed in, grabbing the robot from behind, but even then it kept dancing, seemingly unaware anything had gone wrong. It took multiple staff members struggling together before someone finally shut the machine down using a phone, freezing it mid-move. And a few months back in Russia, another humanoid robot debut didn't go as planned. The AI-powered android stepped into a Moscow stage, waved to the crowd, and suddenly face-planted mid-presentation. Cameras rushed in as assistants scrambled to cover the scene, while stunned onlookers watched the malfunction unfold. The robot, known as Idol, is designed to mimic human emotions and conversation, but its rocky debut quickly drew mockery online.
They are trying so bad to get these robots right, you guys. They are trying so hard. He got smacked 2 times, caught him with the upper one. That was crazy right there. I know I'm not supposed to be laughing about that, but that is crazy, you guys. I had to laugh. Slide. Somebody said, squeak, 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 squeak. Slide some oil to me and make me feel fine. Oh, when you slide some oil to me, it makes me lubricate my mind. That was the robot from the Wiz, you guys. Somebody said, where's the power button at? She trying to shut it down with her phone. She grabbed him by the neck, he all like this and still grooving and moving around. Come on, y'all, get y'all technology right. Let's go. Let's get on over to Trinidad, man. We have to go for Trinidad. I need you to check the accent on the next video here, man. Because we have an abducted 73-year-old woman. She's been kidnapped now, and she was rescued within hours. And no harm has come to the woman now. She's fine. Let me know what you guys think about this video clip here. I think that the commentary is hilarious. I know it's a bad thing to talk about, but the way that he's speaking, I gotta say, it's kind of funny to me. She made it home safe, I know. Could have been something for an insurance scam or whatever like that, but we got a situation where a Trinidadian woman gets abducted. And you guys can see the whole thing happen where they come into the house, they take her out the car, they pick her up, they take her out the house, they pick her up, put her in the car and everything. A few hours later, she's back home safe. I'm just gonna let you guys know early. Let's go. I want you guys to check this out.
A 73-year-old businesswoman was abducted from her home in San Juan on Wednesday night, was safely rescued within hours following a multi-agency operation. This was confirmed by Police Commissioner Alice Guevara this morning, who confirmed that Tara Polia was intercepted at sea as her captors attempted to transport her to Venezuela.
They tried to take her to Venezuela, y'all, to get that money. They was gonna say, if you don't give us the money, you ain't gonna get her back. A very high-powered businesswoman. I guess that's how they get down over there. Thank you again, Jordan. Appreciate you.
Feel that 7 suspects, including 6 Venezuelan nationals and 1 Trinidadian, were arrested after the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard intercepted the vessel around midnight. The commissioner said Ms. Polia was unharmed and is reported to be in good health. Police say the victim was accosted in the garage of her home along Don Miguel Road on Wednesday evening and forcibly placed into a white Nissan wagon. The commissioner said intelligence-led teams from the TDPS and partner agencies tracked the suspect's movements from land to sea. Commissioner Guevara described the operation as a critical strike against organized criminal networks operating across borders.
Still going, y'all.
Placed the victim aboard a vessel in an attempt to take her to Venezuela. Kidnappers placed the victim aboard a vessel in an attempt to take her to Venezuela. But this vessel was intercepted by members of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. 7 suspects, 6 Venezuelan nationals and 1 Trinidadian were arrested, and Ms. Polaya was rescued safely and is in good health. The TPS understands the concern that incidents of this nature create, and I want to reassure the national community that your police service is vigilant, coordinated, and fully capable of responding to serious threats.
All right, they got her back, y'all. Y'all see how it went down. Y'all see they picked her up. She was a small lady, tried to put her on the boat to Venezuela.
Commissioner Guevara praised the multi-agency operation.
To reassure you that our intelligence and operational...
Meanwhile, this fool is trying to real knob her while they kidnapping her. Like, dude, leave the chain on her neck until you get to the car. Like, serious? You're that much of a bum? Luckily, they got him and they got all of them. All 6 people that were involved upon the vessel. You guys heard that. 6 people upon the vessel, plus 1 more person. We have them all in custody, and she's no longer hurt. You know what that reminded me of, right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, man, your boy need to get a job. How many jobs your boyfriend have? Huh? You remember the hey mans back in the days from In Living Color? That's what that accent remind me of. Let's keep on going, you guys. Miami, South Florida. Suspects in a 1996 Miami-Dade murder appears before a South Florida judge. He thought he was going to get away, you guys. 1996? There's no way they're going to catch up with me. Change my name. Move on to Spain, have some kids. Guess what? Got him. Brought him back. He got to deal with the charges. Let's go, you guys. I told you, we don't play. We go all the way around the world when it comes down to our show.
A man fled to Peru after police say that he killed someone nearly 30 years ago in South Florida. The accused killer went on to start a family and a new life under a different identity.
But the truth was revealed when the Peruvian National Police got a major tip. NBC6's Christian Colon explains.
For nearly 30 years, this man was living his life. He served in the Peruvian military and even worked as an air traffic controller for the Peruvian government at the airport. But now, Christian Miguel Orozco's past came to haunt him.
Killed someone and fled the country, I think he would be aware that the police were likely looking for him.
Police say Orozco argued with and then shot and killed 23-year-old James Schwartz at this mobile gas station in 1996. After the shooting, investigators say Orozco fled to South America. Officials in Peru say Orozco got a new birth certificate under a new name. Christian Orozco became Eduardo Trillo. A woman even faked being his mother.
He was never arrested and then didn't show up. He was never arrested, so the state really has no way to show that he even knew there was charges or that he was wanted on charges.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. He got up out of here before he could be charged. Don't try to flip the script.
Last year, the Peruvian National Police got a tip that the traffic controller and serviceman was actually an accused killer.
¿Se considera inocente usted?
Orozco, who was extradited to Miami, says he's innocent. Now he's at the county jail until trial.
And Orozco is facing a second-degree murder charge, and today his attorney tells NBC6 they're looking through all the evidence and look forward to their day in court. In Miami, Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
We got an official gone in 60 seconds situation over here. I'm talking chop shop. I'm talking about cars redone. I'm talking about titles. I'm talking about over 5,000 charges brought against one man. That's right, in Breard County, Rockledge to be exact. That's right. Thank you, Crystal Frost. $4.99. I want to be like Jordan. Thank you so much, because that is going to be going towards what? The YouTube Premium Fund. That's what's got us rocking with no more commercials. We appreciate you guys. Let's keep going. We got to get on over where this Breard County situation is going on. Man has been arrested with over 5,000 charges at a Rockledge what? Chop shop. You ever get your car stolen? I hate that. I hate for you to be the one. I hope nobody here has ever got their vehicle stolen, especially and gotten it re-tagged or stolen and sent to a chop shop like this. But these guys, they're finally getting their day, and guess what? 5,000 charges. How the hell is he gonna beat that? Do me a favor, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Also, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
Chop shop busted. Dozens of stolen cars and a lot of illegal activity uncovered at this business in Breard County. The man allegedly behind it all is now facing more than 5,000 charges. Thanks for joining us for the late news at 11. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. 13 illegal immigrants were also swept up in this bust in Rockledge.
And with the maraschino on top, they caught 13 illegal immigrants. Ain't that good work?
Fox 35's Bailey Bockover shows us what deputies found there.
Well, the scene is all tied to what the sheriff is calling a petri dish of activity. And at the center of it, a man named Theodore Gross, and he's facing thousands of charges.
Damn.
Sheriff Ivey says the investigation into the scrapyard began back in September of 2025. Agents say Gross was operating a chop shop and theft ring, failing to vet vehicles and fraudulently handling registrations to bypass state reporting.
Somebody said they gonna have to take a break for lunch in court just to name all the charges. Yes, y'all see that? 5,000. Somebody said you going to jail, bro.
In Tallahassee. During the raid, investigators identified handling registrations to bypass state reporting in Tallahassee. During the raid, investigators identified 7 confirmed stolen vehicles and another 12 they say the business should have known were stolen. Sheriff Wayne Ivey says just how many charges Gross is facing.
Over 5,000 counts of criminal charges that are going on Mr. Gross.
The sheriff's office also reports 13 undocumented immigrants were found working at the business during the search. While the sheriff confirms their status, immigrant rights activists claim they knew federal pushes for enforcement were moving toward the coast.
We knew for a fact ever since January that DHS was making a huge push into Orlando and moving eastward, working out of the federal building in Orlando. I mean, it was only a matter of time before they'd reach the coast here.
Now Theodore Gross is currently being held at the Breard County Jail under no bond. Bailey Box.
Somebody said they took almost all the parts of my car off before it was located. Damn, Martin.
Cover, Fox 35 News.
And you know, Martin was serious. He put that in caps. He like, you gonna see this right here, bro. They took almost the whole car apart. You must have had a nice car that they wanted, everything. And guess what? Yeah, good job, Sheriff. I'm glad they got caught. You know what, I'm gonna do it for y'all right now. I'm gonna do it for you, Jonathan. You ready? Come on over here. Watch your head. He like this. You looking at that little Chihuahua over there, passing by that pizza shop, thinking about the crust and the cheese and all of the stuff that he's not gonna be able to eat for a very long time. Yeah, that's what he's thinking about right now. Because he ain't going to be able to enjoy no deliciousness with no 5,000 charges. I don't know what type of time they're going to give him. You talking about the book, they're going to throw the library at that fool. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to, what's this, Albania. Albania? We finally going to Albania. We got some suspects and protesters who are throwing fireworks and Molotov cocktails at the ruling party's headquarters in Albania. Goes to show you guys, so it's happening everywhere, and things you never know where it's going to happen at. But when it does, we're going to be there. Let's get on over to Albania. See what's going on with these fireworks. Because guess what? I talked about this many times when it comes down to our country. Anytime you're aiming fireworks at someone, it's no longer a firework. It's no longer a celebration. It's actually what I call a weapon. Let's keep on moving forward. And of course, you got a very small denomination of police officers and people that's trying to secure the area, but they can't because it's overpowered by the majority of people. And as you guys can see, those rockets that's going over there, yes, they're fireworks, but the intentions are what? The first word, F-I-R-E. They're spraying them with the hoses. That's right, you guys. That's Albania right there. That is Albania. Jordan again, I see you, bro. Thank you again. That's what's going on out in Albania. That's right, you guys. We cover it all. We cover every place, every country, every city, every continent. And guess what? Happy Saturday. Now we go over to Cleveland. That's right. We got to get on over to Cleveland, where we got the 6-year-old who's been left in a school bus, wakes up alone in a district garage. School buses, you guys, I don't know what's going on, but we may need to put trackers on our children. We may need to put some sort of cameras on our kids. Let the teacher know as soon as you walk, let the kid walks out, press the record button, because these situations, they seem as if they should be avoidable. The first one with the school bus driver earlier that took the life, the tragic event of the 5-year-old. Now we've got a 6-year-old who's been left on the bus and wakes up at the parking garage. That means that this bus driver did not even check the bus to see if there were probably kids that are falling asleep, which is what children do. Let's get on over to Cleveland, you guys. Let's go. We got to put these guys on blast. We got to double tap that screen and let more parents know about situations like this. Be more diligent. I want to know who the bus driver is. Where did you guys find them at? I don't want to be dealing with this ATF after the fact. I want to know what's going on right now. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Cleveland.
So there's that good window of time where he's unaccounted for. I don't know where my kid was. I don't know what he was doing, if he talked to anyone else.
A frightening situation for a Summit County family after their young son woke up alone on a school bus long after the school day started.
The Copley-Fairlawn School District says the driver was fired immediately for failing to complete required safety checks. Tess City's Hero reporting for us this morning on this, and the child's mother says there are still serious questions about what happened and how long her son was actually unaccounted for.
Good morning, Mike. You're right. So Copley-Fairlawn Schools confirms for me that the driver was working for a third-party company contracted through Community Bus Service. The family tells me this was a substitute driver, not their son's regular driver, who is someone they say they trust. This happened on March the 12th during the morning bus route. The district says the driver failed to complete a required post-route check, which is also required by Ohio law. It includes walking to the back of the bus to make sure no students are left behind. The district also says the driver didn't do the required check of the safety sensors at the end of the route. As a result, the 6-year-old boy was left on the bus, waking up alone, his mother says, inside the bus garage before walking off to find help.
He said that he saw a man taking out the garbage, and he went up and asked him for a ride to Arrowhead. I assume this was the maintenance man who worked at the bus garage, so he had taken him inside, and that's where he got the ride to Arrowhead.
So 6-year-old gets out of the bus after waking up, walks up to mechanic. Can you take me to Arrowhead?
School at Arrowhead starts just after 9 in the morning, but Christina says she didn't get a call until nearly an hour later, about 9:40, when her son was reported missing. She says the gap in time when no one knew where he was, it is what's concerning her most this morning. The family has formally requested video from the bus garage and a full explanation of what went wrong.
Liberty Jordan is going to get a planter. He already got a keychain, so I'm going to send him a planter like you guys.
If he walked up to someone that wasn't working within the school district, what if he just got lost? There's so many possibilities of things that could have happened, and it needs to never happen again.
So the district sent a letter out to parents saying that after this incident, additional safety training is now underway for all drivers. They also say that any families with concerns about transportation can contact the interim transportation director, Amanda Ayers. That number is on your screen, 330-664-4874.
I hope nobody on our bottom line is dealing with this situation. I really do. And I hope nobody has to make that call. Because that's a really sad thing right there for the bus driver to not even check, for them to not even have the sticker in the back window to make sure that they check and stuff. Like, what's going on?
We did reach out to the district and have yet to hear back, Mike.
Of course they don't want to hear back because they know that a lawsuit is coming and they don't want to deal with that. I know y'all wondering, like, yo, why Boogotti took his jacket off? Because I'm going to get busy with y'all today. It's time for health and wellness. Let's get it. And you know what we do at least once a week. Last week, we let the gentlemen get down and show you guys some stretch moves. This week, we're going to let the ladies show us some yoga moves. That's right, you guys. I'm working out with you. Let's go. Whoever going to work out with me, come on, get up. Get up. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you... Don't try to cheat talking about... I'm waiting for you. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Come on. Get your butt up. Let's go. It's workout time. That's right. Video's name is 5-Minute Morning Stretch. Wake up the whole body. What are we about over here? Health, wellness, fitness, making sure that we got our stuff together, right? Look at your boy with the 480 push-ups every day. It's not a game. Why do I do it? I'm a maniac and I just want to be able to say that I do it. Kind of true, but guess what I get out of that? Good body, good feeling, and good health. That's right, you guys. So yes, we're about to do it. It is time. It is time. Whoever's ready, let's go. Are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. I took my jacket off. You guys know I don't normally do this. The name of this video is the 5-Minute Morning Stretch. Wake up your whole body. The channel is by Yoga with Joel. Yoga with Joel. We getting right into it. I might not be able to do them all. I'm not asking you to do them all. You guys need me to stop and slow it down? Let me know. But it's time to get into it. What are we about to do? We about to channel some yoga. We're about to do some good stretches. We're about to do some friendly full body dynamic flow spins. We're going to do some hip and leg abs balance. And we're going to get it on. It's time. Health and wellness. Link is in the description, so you guys should have known what was going on. Whoever was in the Discord, y'all knew that this was coming. Let's go. Let's have some fun, y'all. I'm not going to wait. Joel Fixin's Yoga with Joel. Let's go. Even if you don't see me, I'm doing it. I just don't want to block the TV.
And welcome to your 5-minute stretch designed to wake up the entire body today. You don't even need a yoga mat for it. So we'll start balanced on top of both feet and just swinging the upper body from one side to the other. You can smile, you can give yourself a little pat on the back, you might bend into the knees. Just kind of noticing how the body is doing after waking up. We're going to take 10 movements of 30 seconds each to add up to our 5 minutes this morning. And you can release that, start swimming one arm back and then the other, like a big backstroke here. You can follow the movement with your gaze, getting the neck involved. Again, bending into the knees. Just getting things going.
It's not hard. We can do it at your own pace.
No need to...
Another thing, do it at your own pace. Don't rush.
Match mine.
You hear that bone crack? That's what you're looking for.
We'll take some standing cat-cows. So you can open the elbows out to the side. And then exhale to bend the knees and fold forwards. And again, finding your own pace here. We're looking to bring some movement into the upper spine and into the legs. You're very welcome to slow things down and really articulate this movement. And now lift the right knee in towards the chest and start extending and bending that leg. So this is a balance challenge. Find a place to gaze at with your eyes, something that is not moving. You can keep that right foot flexed. And set the foot down, other side. Bringing left knee in towards the heart and extending and flexing through that leg. Really grounding down through all four corners of that standing foot.
My knee just cracked.
And set both feet back down. Beautiful. Start to take some hip circles in one direction.
This is what I got in trouble for when I was 7 years old. I was doing this in the closet and my grandmother came upstairs and opened the closet door. She said, "Boy, what you doing? Get your nasty tail out the bathroom." I swear, I'm not playing. She really popped me for doing this.
Making this movement your own. These can be small or big, slow or fast. Eventually switching directions.
See, I already know how to do it, right?
Don't forget about your breath.
She's really working it out. Now, I'm going to tell you guys the truth about this. When you go in a little bit with the push, you feel it up in there. You feel it a little more. Don't play with me, man. I'm just telling you guys how to get the groove going. Don't mess with me. Come on now. Let's go.
Then bring both feet close to each other. Turn the right foot out just slightly and start kicking that right foot back behind you. So another balance challenge here. Firming up through the abs, really working the glute. And switching sides. Kicking that left heel back at a slight diagonal behind you. Just a few more.
That feels good, right?
Very good. Now take a diagonal step back with that right foot. Bend into the right leg and start taking some little pulses here.
The fake baseball player getting ready for third base move.
Right leg is bent, the left leg is straight, and we're really waking up those adductors and inner thighs. Another side, big step back with the left foot, bending the left knee so that we can pulse a little bit into the inner thigh on that right leg. And if you weren't awake already, I think this one will help.
I'm concentrating,
And
right?
let that go. Now start to lift and lower the heels, waking up the calves and
I
the
do this
feet.
already
You might
anyway.
add some snow
I do this
angels
anyway.
with the arms.
Oh, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff now.
You might link breath to movement.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Finding your own speed. Almost there. And then release that. Take a big step out towards the right with your right foot. Then bring the left hand towards the right toes. And then switch. So a side step and then a toe touch. And this is one that might take you a few times to kind of get it. But
To
if you
learn
come
how
back
to do
this
it, right?
practice regularly,
Take you a little
the body
while to
will
learn
know
how to
what
do this one.
Waking up into the legs and the spine with this dynamic.
Well, that's how you do that. Okay, I got it now. I got it.
Then let it go.
I got it. I got
Our
it.
last pose today, lift yourself back up onto the toes. Final balance challenge. You can hold here, or you can start to walk in place. This is really a full body exercise here. Keeping those abs firm. Smiling, you might be dancing around a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. Good way to challenge yourself first thing in the morning. And let that go all together. Let's take a big final full body stretch. Beautifully done. I'll leave a link to a similar 5-minute practice on the screen in case you'd like just a little bit more this morning. And I wish you a beautiful day. Good morning, everyone.
That's like my third time doing that, you guys. I told you I'll be having to do them before I show you guys. But guess what? As long as we learn something phenomenal, I love it. That's right. If you're over 40, take it easy. How many people actually did it? Somebody said, "Oh Lord, my whole spine just popped." look at Faye Faye. Faye Faye said her whole spine just popped. That's what's up. I feel better. Look at Crystal Frost right there. That's what I want to hear. Look, somebody said, "Yo," that means that you just felt something. I want to know the follow up on yo. You got to tell me, Lamar. We over here in golf now. We want to know what's the follow up on yo. Real talk. What's up? I want to know. Workout time. I feel loose. I did this. It was great. I did it. My cat side eyeing me. Good morning, Liberty. This is a spiritual war between heaven and H-E-L-L. I did what I could. That's what you're supposed to do, Kendra. That's right. I stayed in the chair. So what? It's all good. That's what I'm talking about, because soon you'll be able to get up out the chair. Definitely energy burst. I'll watch the playback. Okay, it's like going to the chiropractor for free. You heard all that cracking? Sound like shuffling a deck of cards. I did some and my neck cracked. That's what I'm talking about. I want us to get something out of this stuff right here. And we got to let you guys know where it's coming from. You know the channels and how we do it. This is the 5-minute morning stretch. Wake up your whole body. It's the 5-minute morning stretch. Wake up your whole body. Come on now. And the channel is Yoga with Joelle. Joelle. I think she's got 3 L's, believe it or not. And guess what? The link is in the Discord description. All you got to do, if you don't want to go to the Discord, go to our post now. There's going to be a post right there. All you got to do is hit that QR code. And just like Faye said, it was easy to go right through the QR code. When you join our Discord, you get a whole like maybe 4 or 5 hours of early updates of what we're about to show the next day. We even put the health and wellness clip in there so that you guys know what's going to be going on with the health and wellness. We want to use our Discord to help each other as much as possible. There we go. Evil never wins. Chair workout counts too. I worked my 12-hour shift last night. The boys beat. Okay, I understand. What else you got? Wonderful. And they help better than meds too. That's right. My legs felt themselves stretch and I sit a lot. Yeah, let them stretch. Do the best that you can. Do the best that you can. That's right, you guys. Link is in the description. And guess what? Since that was only a 5-minute video, you know what I said to myself? You know what? Because we've been going a good distance nowadays. But you know what? I'm going to let that rock for now. How many people appreciated that workout? How many people liked it? How many people like that segment and think that we should go even further with that segment when it comes down to health and wellness? Because soon we're going to go and start planting things. Next segment, you might see me put together a whole planter, pour the dirt, show you the distance of how to put the seed in, how to plant it, where to position it in the south window of your home, things like that. You might need to start sharing information like that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and I appreciate you. The vibes are unmatched. You know why? Because this fam over here, that's how we do. Let's keep on going forward. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Jordan, you know how we do over here, bro. You know how we do. And anything you guys want to send in, you guys got any ideas or any show ideas, come on, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, not that, but this. LLC@gmail.com. That's my email address. Jordan, your planters are coming out to you. Now, I want to show you true talent. I do not care if we get flagged. I'm going to take the hit. Why? Because I want you to smile. I want you to be happy. I want you to have a fantastic Saturday, because we don't play about that around here. Thank you, Jordan. I hope you really appreciate the segment. I really think that we're doing our thing on this show because I'm a hard critic. And if I like something, I know other people are going to like it. I like the show so far. Real talk. Let's get on over to this 3-year-old. Beautiful. She is, I'm talking about phenomenal 3-year-old. Baby Joelle. She plays with an orchestra. Tchaikovsky's Waltz No. 4. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I say good, this girl is phenomenal. If you appreciate the content that you get from Our Bottom Line every single day and you can't wait to come back because we do this every day, do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. And thank you so much for the love. That is Carpet. Who's that? Carpet laying food. Carpet laying food. I see what you're trying to say. Reminded, I needed more stretches and more stretches. That's a 5-minute workout that we can do every morning, you guys, to get our circulation going, to get our bodies right, so that when we do make certain moves, our bodies are not so, oh my God, what are you doing? We've already stretched and got those body parts already moving. Let's go. Let's get it. I don't think you guys understand what's about to happen right now. We don't play about our kids. This is going to be Dmitry Tchaikovsky's Waltz number 2. Joelle Poon is 3 years and 4 months old. She's with Dr. Anthem, China Hong Kong Youth Symphony Orchestra, Concert Hall, Hong Kong Cultural Center, 16th of November last year. I'm still playing it. Go, girl. Watch this. Trouble for it, because if I go too long, it might be a spinning ball, and I do appreciate for stopping. I'm sorry for stopping. You guys want to watch this video on your own? I already told you what it was. 3-year-old baby Joelle played with the orchestra, Tchaikovsky's Waltz number 2. Such talent, such determination, and that goes to show you right there what somebody can actually do once they're trained the right way. That's right, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, because now we got to get into who? Our fairly loved animals that we love so much. We got a man, this guy right here, who adopts a tiny Chihuahua, and now she's glued to him. You know how animals are once you rescue them. They just love you and adore you. Look at this big guy with this little Chihuahua. You would never think a relationship like this would be a match made in heaven, huh? Let's keep moving forward, you guys. Check this out. Let's go.
Anyone who's like in their 60s, they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't expect you to have a dog like that. You are way too different. I'm like 6 foot, and Basil is like the size of like a Nike trainer.
It's okay, I hope it's coming.
And it's just like, yeah, that's the dog I have. Would kind of come as like a singular unit now. When I'm doing work that requires 0 dogs and all of your attention, she'll be there. I'll be like sat on the sofa or something, she'll jump up onto my chest, and then she'll just stare right into my eyes. It is very funny and extremely cute.
Stop.
I never really thought I would have a Chihuahua as my tiny little shadow.
I know it's raining. I'm sorry.
Basil, come here. There you go. 4 years ago, I decided I really want to get a dog, and I was scouring the internet for ages. All the people I was speaking to were trying to rehome a dog that they previously bought. She was the first one I went to see, and the lady who had her wasn't able to really look after her very well. When I first met her, I didn't think she was going to be as small as she was. She is absolutely tiny. But her little tail was just like shaking like crazy, and her eyes were really wide, and she was jumping all over me and biting my nose.
Oh my goodness, where's it from?
And I was like, this is perfect. I need to take this dog home with me as soon as I can right now.
So she loves her grandparents, as you can see.
She was a little bit anxious when I brought her home, though. But we were hanging out a lot, and I had loads of toys, and within like a couple of days, I was coming back from work, and she'd just be like, paws up in the air, tongue hanging out of her mouth.
Am I clean now? Because I have just got out of the bath. Oh, okay.
This is about as stupid as actual feature. And from that moment on, she was always by my side. Near me, she thinks she's like 10 times bigger than what she is. And her little growls that she does sometimes are the most adorable thing in the world. It's very funny. Over time, I ended up buying a boat. Me and Basil moved onto it. It's hilarious. When I first got her, I didn't think she was going to change my life this much. But we've both been able to create quite a chilled life together. So she means the world to me, completely. Like, I'd be lost without her.
It sucks that they don't live longer. It sucks that they do not live longer. They need to give dogs a lot more years. I'm talking about like they can just hand out years, right? There's no control of that. But if it was up to me, I think all dogs need to be able to live as long as they want to. But I do know also one thing. I do know another thing. Just so you guys know, anytime you're feeling bad or anytime you're down or when you lose one of your friends, understand it's not just the title of a movie. It's true. All dogs go to heaven. Real talk. That's right, you guys. It's your boy Boogottinyc. This is our bottom line. If you're trying to get your business promoted, you're trying to get out there, you're trying to make some more money, we can help you. How? If you got a promo, you want to get it out there in front of more people, try to get your business out there, all you got to do is send us over your promos. It has to be a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit in the post notification area. As you guys see, we got a lot of activity going on in the post notification area. I noticed that you guys were dropping those images inside of the Discord. I'm sorry about that. I guess I got to go over to the Discord to grab the photo that Liberty and Justice put up with her furry little friend, family member. I got to go take that image and put that up on the post notification area. Also, I saw a lot of other people that were putting up decal images. So I apologize. Just didn't know where you guys were putting them. I asked you to put them in, to send them to me at the email address, but putting them in a Discord is even better. It shows community and it shows that we're on point. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Teddy's images up in there as well as everybody else's. This way, we got a central place where we're putting all of the images of the keychains as well as the decals. That's right, you guys. It's your boy Boogottinyc. What else we got going on? And it's coming up because we've been talking about it, and you know we don't talk it if we don't live it. That is the Show Your Talent search. It's coming up in New York, this city, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. You guys pull up, show me your talent, and boom, if you're good, you make $250 after we get 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from each borough, plus 1 person chiming in that we're going to allow to be in. Got to be 21 or older. You get the chance to go compete against each other for that $1,000 prize. That's right. First prize is a $250 per borough. But then we got to bring everybody together because we want to find one winner to win the grand prize of the $1,000. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I'm the host, Boogottinyc, along with my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's my DJ. And that's who's going to be there, DJing the show and putting it on. You want to be a part of the show? You want to be a part of the talent show to see if you can make some money? All you got to do is go to the website, www.drink, that's right, bigdrip.com. First page, put your email address in there. I'm going to keep you guys posted on where we're going to be and when the next event is. Got to be 21 and older. Remember, 5 boroughs, 6 winners because of the 1 extra person, and then they all compete against each other for the grand prize. But before that, if you win your borough, you get the teaser, you get the inclusive, you get the $250. It's your boy Boogottinyc, and guess what? It's Saturday, you guys. Anybody going out? It's sunny in New York. It's pretty chilly, but guess what? It's still another day that we made it. We're here. We made it another day above ground. I want to thank God for giving us another day to be together, you guys. That's right. So you know what I'm about to do, right? We got to get those prayers in the air for everybody's here, for all of our new members, all of our people that's been chiming in, all of the love and all of the support, all of our family members. I want to pray for Kendra. Got to pray for certain people selectively by themselves, like Batty Lynn. Can't forget about certain people that are going through certain times. And we got a lot of people that are dealing with medical issues. And guess what? That's why I like to pray here, because we have a large amount of people in big numbers. And you know what they say about prayer? There's power in numbers and there's power in prayer. So what do we want to pray for? We want to pray for love. We want to pray for security. We want to pray for help. We want to pray for good deeds. We want to pray for consideration. That's right, consideration. We want to pray for our animals that they stay healthy, as well as our family members and every single person here under the sound of my voice. And who am I praying for first? Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. There you go. Liberty and justice. I saw Audrey. I see Ad Rains in the building. Jeffrey Spilker with Joe BX. Joe BX, love you, brother. Thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you so much, Crystal. Jeffrey. I also see Teddy Marcel. That's my bro there too. Two Pistols 88. There you go. Chrissy. Ad Rains. Mary Tanner. Audrey. Liberty and justice. Christian. Carpet. Who's that? Carpetling full. Okay, there we go. Miss Keisha, Tanya Zimmerman, Jordan, Miss Mishika John. Okay, Liberty and Justice, Ad Rains, Tanya. Okay, we're gonna go to Chrissy. I see Tara. Who else we got up in the building? I see Jeffrey Spilker. There you go, Teddy Marcel. Colessive. There you go, Colessive. Thank you so much for always being on topic and always being on point. Philly Goodyear 1513. Ad Mata. Jeffrey Hill, we got Christian Waco up in the building, we got Mary Tanner, Ara J, we got Peabody, Joe BX, who else? James Barry, Clear TV Streams, Miss Keisha, who else we got? I got you, let's go, let's get as many as we can in right now, because we're praying for good things, we're praying for health, we're praying for love, and we're praying for each other. That's right, you guys, we hold it down over here. Floyd, Miss Swanza, who else we got? Phil Goodyear, Casey Ramos, my brother right there. Liberty and Justice, Ad Rains. Can't forget about Sam Champion. Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about my brother Jordan for always holding it down. Terry. Also, we can't forget about Ad Rains. We want to make sure that we're showing love for every single person that comes here every day. Hopefully you guys are covered under this prayer, because that's what I'm praying for. And also myself. With that being said, today is Saturday, but guess what? Y'all know what tomorrow is, right? Purple Sunday. So if you don't have your decal, might be a good time to go ahead and hit the website and pick one up. It's only $3, $2.99. We get it to you ASAP. Or you want to have one of your keychains, that's $3.99. We play fair over here. We know it's rough times over here. We know it's hard out here for a pimp. So we don't try to hit your pockets. What we do appreciate, what do we appreciate? And thank you, prayers and blessings go to you too, Jordan, for looking out for me all the time. I appreciate you. And you know, like I said, it's hard out here for people, so we try to keep those prices low. Don't care about too much profit. We care about everybody getting the merch, having it, and being a part of the fam. You're not mods. You're not fans. I am not no star. You guys are my co-hosts, you guys are my family, and I respect you as such. I come here every day to do the best that I can, to bring you the best content that I can, and I try my best to do it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed your Saturday with Boogottinyc, because you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, Purple Sunday. That's what tomorrow is, you guys. Purple Sunday. Have your decals, have your keychains ready, because it's going to be the week wrap up, and we got a lot to cover. Like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me for this Saturday, I appreciate you. Get 'em! Peace.